Good morning, everybody. Howdy, howdy, howdy. Jim Weller here, and it's another edition of Weller Does Delmarva. And so this is a live show, so if you're watching for the very first time, just relax, enjoy a good cup of coffee or a good stiff drink or whatever you need to do. But anyway, it's going to be a good show. It's going to be very entertaining, very informative. I've got a handful of guests going to be on. We are going to do some giveaways, and we're going to try to sell some boots. So we have a lot of different things, and we're going to be joined by somebody at my store, and we're going to show you something that just came in yesterday that we want to talk about. Hopefully all the electronics are going to work. So good morning to you. Okay, and this is a this is the second time we've done this show all year long. We're just getting started. It's a lot of fun, and it's called Weller Does Delmarva. And if you're watching on the Facebook, we'd appreciate it if you hit the share button and maybe even start a watch party. So I think he's here, almost ready to go. We're going to talk to the owner, operator, El Presidente of TV Delmarva. I started to say Weller Does Delmarva. There is no corporation.
You've sold out.
I've sold out in the past week. Anyway, good morning, Colin. How you
Good morning.
doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing real good.
Good.
Happy New Year. It's the second
Happy
show
New Year.
of the year. I can't believe it.
Happy belated
And,
New Year.
Yeah, and this is our actual last show for a while anyway here in Lincoln. We're going to go to a
That's right.
disclosed, not an undisclosed, but a disclosed
Fully
location.
disclosed.
Fully disclosed.
Right.
So
And fully
that's right.
clothed.
Fully clothed, fully
Yes.
disclosed, and there should be food. Okay? So
That's
the
right. So
other
where are
good
we
thing.
going?
Laurel Junction.
Laurel Junction. So it used to be known
right
as
there.
Bargain Bills.
Bargain Bills, and it's right there on the corner in Laurel. It's a huge place. There's a gas station up front, and
Yep.
the best way I can describe where we're going to be is just go right through the gas station. And,
Go
you're
through,
right there.
come in the front door,
Come in
and
the
then
front door and
once you
keep
get past
walking.
the gas station part, look to the left.
Yep, and there's like a
Yeah.
restaurant in there. and
You'll be
we're
able to
gonna
hear
sitting
Jim.
right there.
As soon as
Yep.
you walk in the front door, just follow the sound of his voice.
Right, and you'll be there. So let's talk about TV Delmarva.
Well, yeah, so we're going to be broadcasting it live on TV Delmarva.
I agree.
TV Delmarva is channel 14 over the air. Point your
Yep.
antenna towards Seaford. Rescan your television. Look for channel 14. Look for channel 14.2 as well. We're both there. But you're going to be on 14.1.
Right.
We're not giving you the entire spectrum
Right, just
of channels.
14.1.
Yeah,
okay,
as
right.
much as you would
And
like
mo-
it, I'm
and
sure.
more to come.
Right.
So
yeah, there are more to come.
just
So
stay tuned.
And we have, great programming on TV Delmarva. We've got shows that you know. We've got movies that you heard of. So tonight, I kind of wanted to talk about tonight's
Okay.
movies.
Lineup. Tonight's
So
movie night.
8 o'clock movie.
Okay.
You remember that show, The Brady Bunch?
Yes.
Well, they made a movie out of it.
Okay.
There
And
is a
that's-
Brady Bunch movie. Yes. So 8 o'clock tonight is that. And then they made a sequel.
No
That's on
kidding.
right after it at 10 o'clock.
Really?
Yeah.
So it's a Brady Bunch marathon for a
that's
couple
right.
hours.
Any Brady Bunch fans out there, Colin
Get
and Jonathan,
ready.
are like, who are the Brady Bunch?
Never heard of them.
Right. Tom Brady? Who?
Tom Brady? Yeah, right.
So, but anyway, yeah, that's just an example of some of the movies we have on there. We've got great shows. You've heard of Pawn Stars.
Yes.
Yep, we have those.
Yep.
They're on every day, several times
Are
a
they
day.
really?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. And then we have Impractical Jokers. That's a funny show. You've probably never heard of that one, Jim, but it was a
I don't
true
know.
TV
I
show.
think I have.
It's
I
pretty
don't
funny.
know.
These
Okay.
guys go out, and it's kind of like practical jokes, of course.
Okay.
So
So they go out on the street?
they go out on the streets, all hidden camera type stuff.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's
Okay.
funny. And so anyway, that's what we have. But we've also got our block of local shows here.
Yep,
From
Saturday morning.
6 a.m. to noon.
Every Saturday morning.
Right, and
Every
we're
Saturday.
adding more shows. So
Yep.
keep an eye out for new shows here.
Yeah.
On TV
Oh,
Delmarva.
that's right.
Yes.
Yes, there is new shows coming. As early as next week or not that early?
Not sure. Maybe.
Not sure.
I
Not
doubt it'll be
sure,
next
maybe.
week.
Kind of. I'm not sure.
Yeah. But we've
Okay.
got things we can fill in with anyway in the
Yes.
meantime. But there are great
very
new shows
creative.
coming to TV Delmarva.
Very exciting. And if you want your own show, you can talk to Colin and make a deal and work something out there.
Yeah, and we're also on Roku.
Roku.
Search for us on there. We're on Amazon Fire Stick and
Yep.
always at tvdelmarva.com. Just click the Watch Live button.
Yep. And if you have any questions or whatever, email you, text you, whatever. Colin Walls, right?
302-242-8015 is my cell. Call or text.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you. See you in a
Colin
bit.
will be back. He'll be back at 7:30 with some more updates. So anyway, TV Delmarva, check it out. Tell your friends. I get a lot of comments through the week. People say, I never heard of TV Delmarva. And then all of a sudden they're like, I stumbled across TV Delmarva. So anyway, listen to me. We're going to take a brief pause We're coming on the radio now, Delaware 105.9. We're actually everywhere. So this show has a lot of traction, and we cover a lot of ground. Here we go, live, live, live. Thank you, Lawrence. And we are live on Delaware 105.9. So now we're on the radio, we're on TV, we're on Facebook, we're on YouTube. My goodness. And we're sitting right here in the middle of nowhere in Lincoln. Next week is our inaugural, I don't know what the word is, but anyway, it's our first show in Laurel. I think we're going to play a collage whenever those guys are ready. I'm ready. Just shake your head. But this is a collage, a little bit about what's going on. Here we go.
This week on Weller Does Delmarva, newlyweds Eric and Stacey join us for a chat about Feebs Distilling in Milford. Code Purple's Daniel Nelson has a word with us about how we can help the homeless in our community this winter. Bob Mitchell from Meridian Mortgage stops by and has some helpful advice about new mortgages and refinancing. Possum Bow Company's Mike Costello shows off his beautiful work and tells you how you can own your own handcrafted bow. We are live from the Weller Complex in Lincoln, Delaware. And now, here's your host, Jim Weller.
Hey, everybody, it's me again, Jim Weller here, and that's what's going on and a little bit more. So anyway, thank you for watching the show and tuning us in, and we are going to be here with you till 9 o'clock this morning, not 9 o'clock tonight, but anyway, 9 o'clock this morning. So it's a live show. It's called Weller Does Delmarva. We've done it a couple times now, actually 383 times. We've never missed a Saturday morning. So thank you to our audience, wherever you are, for joining us. We've got quite a sizable audience. We're on Facebook, YouTube, TV, and radio, and we're live. Next Saturday is our first show at Laurel Junction, and we would like you to join us, okay? So we're going to give you some more information as the show unfolds here today, but let's do a sponsor segment real quick. This is Dry Zone. These are my sponsors. I've dealt with Dry Zone on many occasions, and people say, well, I've heard of Dry Zone, but what do they do? So you can learn a lot about them at dryzone.com, but I've used them. I had a house that actually the beams were old. It's like an 86-year-old home. They came in and they put these aluminum beams in. They leveled it all up. They had these jacks and everything, and now all the doors shut, and actually the trim and the molding all came back together. It was the coolest thing. That's something they did. Okay, they encapsulated my crawl space at home. They have done electrical work for me. They put the floor coating, the concrete floor coating at my showroom at Weller's in Bridgeville. They've done lots of stuff for me, so I'm letting you know they do crawl space encapsulation. They have a full-blown electrical division. They do concrete floor coatings. They also help you if you have a basement that's leaking or whatever, and you need a sump pump or you need something done about it. They know what they're doing. There's a lot of people have jumped into this business, and all of a sudden everybody and their brothers doing it. Dry Zone is the only Dry Zone, and they are located in Ellendale, and they have great warranties. One thing I did like about everything I had done, if I were to sell the property at any point, that 25-year warranty that I got, it is transferable, and I kind of like that, all right? So anyway, if you need any of the services that Dry Zone offers, give them a call. And one more thing, I've been involved with them for a few years now. They are steadily growing, and they are always looking to add people onto Team Dry Zone. So if you are looking for a possible career change, maybe you work somewhere and all the rain has caused you to not be able to work every week, Dry Zone will work you 52 weeks a year. Great company. If you want to learn more, go to dryzone.com. If you want to call them, it's 302-684-5034, 684-5034. And do you know, real soon, you will always have to put 302 whenever you dial a number. That's some new law or something new that's coming out. You have to dial all 10 digits. But anyway, 302-684-5034, dryzone.com on the web. Like them on Facebook. And if you're looking for a career change, stop in and talk to them, okay? So anyway, that's Dry Zone. Now, my next guest is Stacey, and she has a new last name now. Is that right?
That's right.
You got married.
Right. We did. We did.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much. He planned the whole thing. Pretty
did
impressive.
He really?
He did. He did.
Wow.
I know.
Wow. And last time he was here with you, I got the impression you were the planner.
Well, usually
not for the
I
wedding,
am, but
right.
not for the wedding.
Was it a surprise?
It was. It
for
was.
real?
Honest to God, we actually had the trip planned to go to Tennessee. And I received a text 2 weeks prior telling me that the nuptials had been scheduled on top of a mountain at high noon on the 17th.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. How long had you guys been together?
4.5 years.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you knew this day was coming.
I did. Yeah, I
Just
did.
didn't know it was going to be like that.
That's what I said. He's proposed many times. One,
Okay.
less romantic than the one, prior. So
Really?
it's, yeah.
So
neat.
it's Stacey and Eric Fibelkorn. Is that correct?
It is.
All right. And so we'll say newlyweds, but happily married and a brand new year for you.
That's right. That's
Well,
right.
were you thinking it was going to be this year?
No. I mean, we were maybe. I guess.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean,
He's been consistently not sure.
I'm consistently not sure.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, we were planning to get married ultimately anyway.
Okay.
So the fact that he went ahead and did it, that's awesome.
Just sealed the deal.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just changes your tax return for 2021.
That's right. That's right.
Because you got married in 2021 or 2020?
Well, 2020. End of
2020.
2020.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
So we'll see.
All
We'll
right.
see.
So we're talking about Feebs Distillery. Is that what it's called?
Feebs Distilling Company. Yep.
Distilling Company.
Yeah.
Okay. Downtown Milford, Delaware.
Correct.
All right. And you and Eric make, what do you call it?
Well, it's brandy is what the
Brandy,
federal government
okay.
calls it.
A federal
so
government,
we
okay.
call it moonshine.
Moonshine,
Just
okay.
because Eric was making it illegally for many, many years.
And then realized he was allowed to make it legally.
Well, I made all that happen. So
That was the planning and paperwork
That's
and
right.
taking the
That's
test and everything.
Exactly. That's my role.
Okay.
So we call it moonshine. In other
Okay.
words, we honor that tradition. So if it
Okay.
doesn't grow in the ground or on a tree, we don't use it.
Oh,
but the
okay.
federal government, they call it brandy. And that
Okay.
simply means that it's made with fruit and proof down with fruit. So
Because
that's
not all brandy is made the same, I'm going to presume.
no, all brandy is made the same. So
Okay.
that's the spirit designation. Like rum, gin, vodka, it's all based on what it's made of and how it's made.
Okay.
So they call
Okay.
it brandy.
But you have your own little way of making it.
Well, we do. We source all the local finest and freshest ingredients from Pfeiffer's. All
Okay.
those thousands of pounds of fruit. We show it on Facebook. Find us and see. And we also make corn liquor. So that's corn, wheat, barley, oats. We do it unaged and we do it aged. We have both.
Really?
The aged we haven't gotten out yet. Everybody's waiting.
Because
and
it takes
it's coming.
time to age it.
Takes time and patience.
Okay.
And that's what he has that I don't have.
Oh, okay.
Shoot, my kids took those.
Really?
So they did. So we're waiting on the whiskey.
They used them all up. She only had so many.
That's right. They expired.
Wow.
So the whiskey is coming. We've been, teasing people, and I promise it's coming. We got the bottles, we got the labels.
You got the customers. You just need it to.
That's right. People love the unaged. I promise the aged is just fantastic.
Okay.
But you're counting on the barrel to
Right.
do its thing. And it
These are wooden
expands-
barrels.
Right. It expands when it's warm. It contracts when it's cold. And we've been on that
Really?
roller coaster of temperatures.
Okay.
It hasn't been consistently freezing in the evening for those
Okay.
barrels to just squeeze
their
back
thing.
down and get that goodness out.
What, can you visually look at the barrel and see?
Sometimes
Weird.
there's indications where, like in the summertime, when it expands and there's some seepage on it,
Okay.
and that's just the barrel doing its thing, which is totally cool.
Really?
'Cause, yeah, I mean it's
How
really
many
awesome.
barrels are we talking about? 2 or 3 or 5
geez.
or 10?
Right now there's 7 barrels, and
Okay.
40 more barrels are on their way. Fruit season's over, so we're making all that.
How
corn
long a
liquor.
time are we talking about? Months?
Oh gosh, years. So
Holy mackerel.
it's 1 year for whiskey and it's 2 years for bourbon. And it's not something, there's all kind of mechanisms out there that can encourage the process and make it happen quicker. But you can taste those differences. And, we haven't made
So
it
you'd
this
rather
far.
take the time and have
it
this
right.
very unique style or taste that
Product.
people come to love.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So you have like a storefront. You have like a, what do you
Retail
call
space.
it? Okay, a retail space.
Yeah.
What's the address? Where is it?
It is 733 Macaulay Street, so all the way down the end of Macaulay Street, almost to McCoy.
Okay.
Kind of discerning little white.
It's like a block building.
Yep.
Your door was right on the corner. It looked like
Right on the corner. When the weather's open, the weather's warm. We got the overheads open, and you can see it from the road, and that's his favorite part. You can see the still when you're coming up the
Okay,
road.
okay.
There's 2. But yeah, it's got a little door. You just open the door. We've got the flags flying.
So people can drive up, walk in, no appointment necessary.
Right.
Wear your mask or whatever.
Right. Obviously,
Yep.
we are following the COVID guidelines. It's a very small space as it is.
Okay.
So we've had people you have to wait if it's full, and we're
Right. Don't
gotta,
come walking through the door.
Right. We got to do that 6-foot thing. So space is already limited, but people are really cool about it. They walk in and they're like, hey, and I'm like, we'll be done shortly, and they come back because you can do a tasting.
Oh, really?
There's
Right
13
there. Okay.
samples available for $10. It is the 5 brandies, the 3 corns, and then 5 cocktail samples.
Okay.
So you can do all that. You can get merchandise. You can get your bottles.
So you can really, literally walk in, taste some things, say, I'd like that or that, and
Yep.
just buy 1 or 2 bottles and roll on your way.
Easy peasy.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Now, what kind of hours? What kind of days are you open?
So
Or do they call ahead, or how does it work?
Well, right now we are open to the
Okay.
public. So we are doing Saturday and Sunday 12 to 4.
12 to 4.
And Eric texted me this morning and said, "Tell them you're the first full-time employee." So I did gave notice
Okay.
at my job. So
Did you really?
Yes,
Wow,
sir. I will
okay.
be doing this full time.
So it really matters now, folks.
That's right. You got to
Yeah,
come in.
it's
You got to
real,
come in.
right.
Please, please.
The
So
livelihood
we're counting
depends on it.
you. No pressure.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, no pressure.
I hope to expand those hours.
Okay.
And just make it, as convenient for people as possible.
So how does somebody interact if they say, "Well, wow, I heard this, I don't quite understand"? How do they communicate? Phone, Facebook, what?
See all the above.
Okay.
So we've got a Facebook. It's out there. It's Feebs Distilling.
Feebs.
Yep, Feebs. Feebs for Fibelkorn. Feebs
Okay.
Distilling.
Okay. Very good.
We are on Facebook. We are on Instagram. All of our phone number information is listed there. I believe it's Eric's phone number.
Okay.
So 302-682-8422. Again, all 10 numbers.
Yeah.
302-682-8422. But find us on Facebook. That's the best platform. You can Google us. You'll find us that way. It'll take you to the webpage. All the information's there. And I handle all that, as does Eric. We're very responsive. So
Okay.
if you got
Well, good.
questions, just give us a shout.
Well, I'm going to say congratulations on your marriage.
And thank you for the
So,
billboard. That
did
was
you see that,
Oh
or-
my goodness. Well, his aunt had sent me a message and said, "Look what I saw today." And I figured it was just our billboard there,
Okay.
on 113. Thought nothing of it. And we were out to dinner the other night, and you had posted that picture.
Right.
And I was like, "Is that really on the billboard?" And we left dinner in Rehoboth to come up here
To look at
to see if it was on the side. And we were like, "Oh my gosh, that's how we were taking the pictures that
But
night."
that was a great picture. I can't even take a good. What did you take that picture with? Just a regular cell
Yeah,
phone?
just my regular cell
Well,
phone.
it was pretty good, to be honest with
Oh,
you.
thank you. Thank
Yeah.
you. No, we
There's a
appreciate it.
camera up there that we take pictures of it with. But
was
depending on how the
wondering.
sun, there's like a little arm that sticks out, and when we want to see the sign, we can look at the sign and we can look at traffic. It's
Makes
kind of cool.
sense. Oh,
but
wow.
anyway, yeah.
That's neat. Okay.
So, so you saw it.
Yeah, we
Well,
did.
good. Well,
Thank
congratulations.
You so much. We appreciate it. That
I
was
saw that you
awesome.
got married, and I told Jackie, I said, "Can you
Type
do
a little
something and put it up there?" Yeah, and
That's
so
awesome.
she did. So,
Yeah.
all
Very
right.
cool.
Well, then I'm going to leave you if that's okay.
That's
so,
fine.
Feebs, I want everybody to like their Facebook page. Once you do, you'll be in the family. You'll be in the clique. Is that right?
That's right. Yep,
Okay.
We are, and we
anything?
are family. It's
Did you
very
miss
cool.
anything? I didn't want to cut you loose.
I
or
did
cut you-
not. I did not.
Okay.
I did not. 2 for $50 bottles this weekend. The pints, we've got just over a dozen of those remaining. Obviously, we've got hats, sweatshirts, shot glasses, and samples. So,
Okay.
yeah,
Well, tell Eric I missed him.
I will.
Okay, I had a
will.
big gift for him, but I'm just going to keep it. No, I'm just kidding you. So,
Right.
all right. Well, anyway, have I ever gave you gift cards to Vanderwins?
You did.
You
Thank
need any
very
more?
much. No, I haven't
Okay.
been able to use the ones that
All
I
right.
have.
Do you want a calendar?
Sure. We have a Drink Delaware calendar, but I'll take a Weller's calendar.
Okay.
Goodness.
All right. And what about a flashlight?
Oh, faith passages. I'll certainly take that.
How about a flashlight?
I've got a flashlight that I use for work.
All right.
I might have to give that back now that I resigned. I don't know.
Well, I'm going to give you one in case.
Right.
There you go. All
Thank
right.
you.
Okay, I'm going to leave you then. All right.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank
Thanks
you,
for
Jim.
coming and happy New Year
Yes,
and
Happy New Year.
congratulations.
Thank you.
Okay, see ya.
All right.
There she goes, everybody, and I'm going to continue on with many different things. We have a very hectic morning going on here. I've thrown some new opportunities to to everybody. So I think, what is the next thing I want to talk about? Well, we're in a minute or so, we're going to show you some things from Wilson's auction. In other words, this is a new little thing we're trying here where we literally bring a website right onto the show. So kind of interesting there. So anyway, but I wanted to just do a sponsor segment real quick for 444 Jerry Santoro, Jerry's Lawn Care. So I'm just letting you know that if you need anything done, like if you have some trees that are leaning or the limbs are bad or rotten or whatever and you want it dealt with, Jerry's Lawn Care does tree work. They can dig up a stump, they can grind up a stump, they can cut down a tree. Say you are bought a building lot and you want to clear the lot so you can build a house, or you need the footer or the foundation, or a basement dug, he can help you with that. So Jerry Santoro does lawn care, he does snow removal, he has seasoned hardwood, firewood for sale. So there's many services he provides. He's licensed, he's insured, he's friendly, he's knowledgeable, and he's fair and he's honest, okay? So those are all good attributes when you're going to deal with somebody nowadays, because you just don't know who you're dealing with. So I do want you to know the people you see that we advertise and promote are people that we know and have a relationship with, and we would be glad to endorse them. So I'm endorsing Jerry Santoro and letting you know if you deal with him, you'll be happy with him, okay? And if not, you let him know and he'll make it right. So what is his number? It's 302-363-6025, 363-6025. On the web, it's JLC-LLC.com, JLC-LLC.com. All right, we're going to talk about Wilson's auction here now, and we're going to show you their website. So this is a new little feature. So this is another sponsor segment, and I want to start off by saying, if you know Dave Wilson and you go to Wilson's, wish him a happy birthday. His birthday was yesterday, and I have no idea how old Dave is, but I know he's a hardworking young man. So anyway, if you want to learn about these auctions that are coming up, there's an online auction coming up, and it starts on January 15th. And it's really got a lot of stuff. And you can learn a lot about it by going to wilsonsauction.com, okay? And if you're ready, I'm ready to see some of the pictures. That's what we're going to show you, is some different things. So they have this online auction that starts on the 15th, okay? A lot of tools. There's a whatever the word is, Hitachi, and then DeWalt. And there's an electric bicycle also going to be sold on this online auction. So it's a hardware store over in Cordova, Maryland that is evidently closing up. And on Saturday, the 16th, there is a live auction going to be there. And then on the 15th is this online auction, which these are some of the things that, they have available. So, so that's good on that. I just want to let you know that if you are looking for a auction to go to and you want to have some fun, you've got choices. You've got Wilson's auction on Route 113 in Lincoln. 113 in Lincoln starts today at 10 o'clock this morning. It will go all day and into the evening. Then on Tuesday nights in Lincoln, you have an auto auction that starts at 6 o'clock. Then next Saturday, the 16th, there's going to be an off-site auction in Cordova, Maryland. Lumber. Man, you should go to the website and look at the lumber. There are big skids of lumber that's going to be sold. It's the same hardware store. So on the 15th, which is next Friday, the online auction starts for stuff that's there, a lot of tools and, everything you would find at a hardware store. And then on the 16th is a on-site auction for the same hardware store. It's unbelievable how much stuff this place must have had. So anyway, it's wilsonsauction.com. Like them on Facebook. That way you'll always get notifications of when they got something going on. And let's say it's a new year and you've decided to liquidate something, or you've got a garage full of stuff, or you've got a business with some old inventory. You want to just turn it into cash, or you want to sell an automobile. You've got the auto auction on Tuesday nights. You've got the regular auction on Saturdays. You've got off-site, on-site auctions. Wilson's Auction is an auction company that is on the move. So anyway, if you have any questions, you want to sell something, or you just want to go to the auction and have a good time and buy something, check out Wilson's Auction, 302-422-3454. That's 422-3454. wilsonsauction.com. Okay. So anyway, I have fun every time I go to the auction. I like to buy things. People know that. So people are saying, tell us about Laurel Junction. Laurel Junction is on Route 13 down there in Laurel. There's a gas station out front. You walk right straight through the gas station. We're going to be right there in the restaurant, and it's a big indoor, outdoor, like flea market type facility, and it's really neat. There's a lot of vendors. Some businesses are open there 7 days a week. So anyway, we're going to be broadcasting live next Saturday, the 16th. The 16th. At Laurel Junction in Laurel, Delaware. And we would like you to stop by and say hello. So what can I offer you? What can I offer you to get you to stop by next Saturday and say hello? Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to just throw this out there, okay? I want you to stop in and I want you to buy breakfast and watch the show a little bit. So I'm going to open the phone lines right now. And what this is going to be is I'll give you a $10 bill in cash, in person, next Saturday, the 16th of January, 2021. If you show up at Laurel Junction, I'll give you $10 towards your breakfast. I want to get people to come in there and buy breakfast. So if you call me right now, I'm going to give you a $10 bill next week towards your breakfast, okay? At Laurel Junction in Laurel, Delaware. So you got to call now. I'm going to start a list of people that I owe $10 to. So 422-7336. If you want to come join me in person next Saturday, January 16th, 2021, I'll give you $10 towards your breakfast in cash. You got to call me right now, 422-7336. I'll put your name on the list, and you will be eligible for a $10 bill. So, caller, are you there?
Good morning.
How you doing?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Good. You're willing to come next Saturday?
Of course.
All right.
I love going to the junction anyway.
All right. Well, what is your name, first and last?
Martha Lawrence.
Martha Lawrence. Okay. And are you watching this show on TV, radio, or what?
I'm watching it on television right now.
And have you ever seen it before?
This is the first time I've seen it.
And how did you find it?
You know, I was looking for a news station. I like looking at the news first thing in the morning, and I just stopped at it when I saw Weller's, because
Really?
Weller's, the store is not too far from where I live.
Wow. So we're going to see you, Martha, sometime between 7 and 9 next Saturday in Laurel. Is that correct?
Between 7 and 9 next Saturday.
You'll be looking for a young lady named Tracy, and she'll give you a $10 bill, and we'd like you to spend it there and eat breakfast if you would.
I sure will get breakfast there. You said I should look for Tracy, right?
Tracy, yep. You'll hear me when you walk in the building. You'll hear me talking, but I'll be kind of tied up on the show, and Tracy will give you your $10 bill. Is that okay?
That'll be fine.
Is cash okay?
Cash is fine. Cash
All
is
right.
always fine.
Just checking. Well, we'll see you next week, and thanks for tuning in the show. Thank you very much.
You're welcome, and thank you.
All right, see ya. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye. Colin is grinning now. He's a happy camper. First time calling in.
First
Time watching the show, and where she see it? She said
On
say
TV.
TV, right?
Oh, yeah.
TV. He's a happy camper now because
Of course.
he wants everybody to buy ads on his TV station, and he wants people to know there's people watching.
There are people watching for sure.
That is so cool. How is that? And so we're going to buy her breakfast next Saturday. You're going to give her a $10 bill in cash, Colin, and no,
Post-dated checks.
Post-dated checks, right?
Yeah.
So that was kind of cool. I just threw it out there, and somebody called, and we're going to give her $10 towards her breakfast. I thought that would be a good way to get people in there our first morning. You know what I mean?
Idea. I like it.
And then it will go to $9 and then $8, and we'll just keep lowering it. So anyway, hey, I hear the music. We're taking a break from the radio. Don't go nowhere. I might have some more silly, crazy ideas, and I might do some things that make sense. So stay tuned for more Weller Does Delmarva. Don't go nowhere. Now, to my Facebook and TV audience, thank you very much. And thank you, Martha, for calling in. And we appreciate that. And we have people, Colin talks about the TV. I talk about it, but, people say, is anybody watching TV? Martha is. Martha
And
is.
there's no doubt she's
You know what I
watching
mean?
over the air. And I'll give you a little secret.
Okay.
Let you in on a secret here, Jim. That when you're watching over the air, you're seeing everything seconds before everybody else, even in hearing it on the radio. There's a delay on the radio. We have a slight delay, not
So
as
you're
much as the
saying the
radio.
people watching on TV, if
have
I
an
only give
unfair
away
advantage.
one item, they got the jump on everybody.
Exactly. Yes, they do.
Isn't that cool?
They've got about a 5 to 7 second jump on everybody.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep.
So anyway, TV Delmarva, Delmarva's newest, most local TV station. It's
Yeah.
the best way I know to describe it.
Yeah, definitely.
And you're very excited, Channel 14 and
for
Roku.
for sure. I mean, and that right there just shows. And
she kind of brightened my day a
well,
little
and
bit.
she
so.
said she was looking for the news channel.
Right.
Guess what news channel she was most likely looking for?
Newsnet.
14.2 Newsnet.
Right.
Yeah.
Wow.
So that's because we're the only all news channel.
Okay.
So
all right.
that's,
Well, good.
Yeah. Yep. Well, and you get the nice thing about that is Newsnet. You can get everything you need to know for the day. So it's all the headlines, news, sports, weather, everything in a half hour.
Wow.
You can move on with your day after that point.
Right. Okay. Or watch it again later.
Or
Right.
watch it again. It does, and because it does change
And
throughout
there's
the day.
no
but
limit to how much people can watch.
There's
TV.
no limit. No.
Okay. So
No.
nope.
And you know what the best part about it is? Over the air, you can get it absolutely free.
That's
you don't
true.
even need cable.
No,
you don't-
$70, $80 a month. It's free.
Exactly.
Well, even on .com, it's free.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
Yep. So tvdelmarva.com. Look for us on Roku. If you have a Roku, search on that. If you have an Amazon Fire Stick, search on that. Or you can go to tvdelmarva.com. And, of course, over the air, Channel 14. Point your antenna towards Seaford, rescan, and look for Channel 14.
Especially on Saturday mornings between 7 and 9
Yeah, that's Jim's favorite time to watch.
to watch and have watchers.
He watches you at that time,
That's
actually.
right. Yep.
He's watching the viewer.
All right. Were you excited about next week?
I am excited about next week. I mean, right there, that's
Wasn't that neat though? How I got a caller that quick.
got to call her that quick. She was watching on TV.
First time watcher. I mean,
and she
thank
said,
you.
"I love going to the junction." Like she
Right.
called it the junction.
The
She knows the
junction.
name
She knew it by name.
exactly.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah. So that was really neat. That she and it's the first time turning the show on. And anybody in the radio TV business knows it's hard to move somebody to get them to call in.
I agree.
Even
we do
if
get a
they've
lot
been-
of callers though.
Even a loyal watcher listener,
Right.
It's hard to get them to call in, but then for somebody to turn it on, and it happens all the time.
Right. Didn't we have 2 last week? Or the
Yeah,
week?
they're like, "Oh, I just found the
Right.
show."
Brand new. Right.
Yeah.
And calling in the first time. Yeah.
Right.
All right. So I guess what Colin's saying is if you own a business and you wonder if
Yeah.
there's people watching TV Delmarva and you wonder if they're responsive, they have the most responsive audience that we know of.
Right, on
How's
Channel
that?
14.
On Channel 14.
For sure.
Right. Well, and it's the most responsive I know of. So
Right, yeah.
Anyway. All right. I'm going to
right.
let you go.
All right,
if that's
thank you,
okay.
Jim.
All
Yep,
right?
it is okay. I'll see you.
Okay. Thank you, Colin. All right. So anyway, folks, yes, it's an absolute fact that we are going to Laurel Junction next Saturday. Now, if you know anybody that needs a pair of boots, let me tell you about these boots. These boots are made for walking, okay? These are brand new totes boots, okay? I don't know if you could see them there. I'll just hold up one so I don't mess your mind up, okay? It is one right foot and one left foot. When I told somebody the price, they thought, what are they, both rights or both lefts? Nope, one right, one left. Size 10. I bought them, and they're actually too big for me. I normally wear a 10, so these are a little big. And we're selling them brand new. There is one pair. You would have to pick them up at Weller's in Bridgeville next week. We're not going to ship them or anything like that. $10. No, they're not $10. They're $30. $30. So you get both boots for one money. $30 for a pair of totes boots, size 10. Never been used, never been worn. I tried them on, and they're just too big for me, and I just would rather sell them cheap and be done with it versus have to package them up and send them back. 422-7336. Call me now if you want these boots. I've only got one pair. First come, first serve. If you want them, it's 422-7336. $30 for a brand new pair. Let me show you the other one. So they're both the same color. They're both the same size. One is a right foot. One is a left foot. People are expecting me to sell them 2 lefts or 2 rights. No. You wonder why they're so cheap? I just want to be done with them. I bought them. They're brand new. And I just want to sell them to you for $30, size 10. They're insulated. They're nice and warm. They're waterproof. Anyway, warm your winter is what it says. 422-7336 if you want to be the lucky owner of these boots. Now, in a few minutes, I'm surprised we're not back on the radio yet, but we're going to be back on the radio anytime after we take this picture, okay? I have got this great idea for next year's calendar. We're going to pepper it with all these pictures throughout the year. So anyway, so good morning. Colin, do you think we're on the radio? No, we are not on the radio. All right. So I'm going to jibber jabber for just a little bit more. Now I hear the stuff for the radio. So anyway, what did he say? We're not on the radio?
You're not.
We're not.
He's just letting you hear.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you. I thought it was Lawrence saying you're not on the radio. So anyway. All right. So anyway, Jim Weller here. You're watching on Facebook. Here's what we need your help. We need your help on the Facebook audience, okay? We need you to hit the share button, if you would, down at the bottom. And if you'd be kind enough to start a watch party, that would be really cool, okay? Really cool. So anyway, and the show is on till 9 o'clock this morning. It's called Weller Does Delmarva. We're going to go back on the radio here in just a few seconds. So anyway, we're on Delaware 105.9 radio. We're on TV. We're on Facebook. We're on YouTube. And we're sitting here in person. All right, I hear the music. So we are back on the radio. Thank you, everybody, for that. And yes, we gave away a $10 bill already to Martha, who is going to join us next Saturday morning. We're going to do that a couple more times throughout the morning. We're going to give you a $10 bill in cash if you are willing to come join us next Saturday, the 16th, at Laurel Junction and have breakfast, okay? So we're going to give you the first $10 towards your breakfast in cash, okay? So that is a special offer. You will not get this on other TV or radio shows. This is just my idea. So anyway, that's that. I want to talk real quick about my chiropractor friend, okay? His name is Dr. T. So this is what you would call a sponsor segment, okay? So anyway, Dr. T and Dr. Bud. Dr. T owns Peninsula Chiropractic Center. Dr. Bud is his helper. He helps them. So between Dr. T and Dr. Bud, they get the kinks out. They do a great job. They're both chiropractors. I love them both. I've dealt with them both. My family's dealt with them both. I got many friends that deal with them both. Then I got some friends who got favorites. Some people just really like Dr. T and some people really like Dr. Bud. But when you're really hurting, you'll deal with either one of them. And I like dealing with both of them is what I'm saying. And it's called Peninsula Chiropractic Center right there on Route 13 outside of Seaford on the northbound lane. But anyway, so they accept most insurances. And Dr. T's been in business a long time. Not saying he's an old man. I'm just saying he's been in business a long time. He knows what he's doing, okay? He's the owner-operator of Peninsula Chiropractic Center. It's like a wellness center right there in Seaford. They get you in quick, very convenient hours, very pleasant, upbeat atmosphere. And whether you've got a sprain or, you've hurt your back or your neck or your arm or your shoulder or your wrist or whatever, they can help you out, okay? And if they can't, they'll steer you in a good direction. So it's Peninsula Chiropractic Center, phone number 629-4344, 629-4344, PeninsulaChiroCenter.com on the web, and they are very active on Facebook, okay? Now, here is my next guest in person. He has graced us with his presence. This is unbelievable. So this is Daniel Nelson. We're going to chat about Code Purple and who knows what else. So anyway, Daniel, good morning to you.
Good morning, Jim. Thank you very much.
Oh, I've had a lot of good feedback since I've had you on the show.
Really?
Yep. I've had some people say, I've known Daniel for a while. He did really good. He didn't seem nervous. And you said something about, I became a Christian and I wanted to get involved or do something or make a difference. And I had a couple people say that was really nice how you said that.
Oh.
How, you had this transformation in your life when you became a Christian, and it also transformed the way you looked at things. And you said, I want to get involved with Code Purple, and you did.
Yes. Well, it was one of my prayers, Jim, that I guess it's the thing with when you become a Christian, and sometimes I think we forget, especially how we're blessed in America, there's kind of a Christian culture here, but really the history of Christianity, people convert. They're not born Christians.
Right.
And how the Apostle Paul talks about, the changing that you put on the new man, the changing your mind. I'm obviously paraphrasing.
Right.
Due to time.
Right.
That it was just something you could say the Lord pressed on me, that they'll, as Jesus said, they'll know you by your fruits. And so it was kind of what am I being called to?
Right.
What kind of ministry? And there's so much out there. Right. At the time, I actually knew a lot of people who were being called to become foster parents.
Really?
Yes, that seemed to be what was in front. Okay. And it didn't, for various reasons. It's not that I couldn't do it.
Right.
But my lovely wife Jen and I had talked about it, and it didn't seem to be
in the plan.
what we were being called towards.
Right.
So it's when that happened, like Code Purple.
Well, how many kids do you have now?
Two boys.
2 boys. There's like a clan of boys now that run all around Greenwood.
Yes.
My grandson Brody has moved there, and he's really enjoyed
Yes.
hanging out with your sons. But there's like a group of them, you know. And my daughter was telling me how there will be guys there 7:30 on Saturday morning knocking on the door, you know, ready for Brody. It's kind of neat, in other words. So thank you for
Yes.
thank you for your witness. Thank you for what you're doing. And so let's move on to what we really called you here to talk about. But I'm just saying I had some really nice comments on you, and it made me feel good. So
Well, thank you.
I feel like I'm in good company when you're here. So thank you.
Well,
All right,
thanks for having me, Jim.
Yep.
Yeah, we
So
appreciate it.
Code Purple. It's cold. Last night made me think about Code Purple. I was
Yes.
thinking, it's crazy. I have animals, so I think, is it too cold to put the dogs out? You know what I mean? In other words, and then I get to thinking, there's people that are sleeping outside.
Yes.
Yes,
there are.
So Code Purple provides them with a safe place to spend the night. Is that right?
Yes. There's 5 different shelter locations in
We're speaking of Sussex County.
Sussex County.
Okay.
Yes. So the website is codepurplesussexcounty.com.
Okay.
And what Code Purple is, as I've covered before, we are under an organization called Love Inc.
Yep.
Love in the Name of Christ. We're just one of the subgroups of it. And what we offer is a warm, safe place to stay each night from December 1st, every night, to March
7 nights a
15th.
week.
Yes.
Okay.
7 nights a week.
Okay.
Yes.
And
Yeah,
so this is a place that people now. How does a homeless person find a place like a Code Purple shelter?
They usually call the main hotline number, which is
Okay.
302-519, I believe it's 0024.
519-0024.
Yes.
Okay.
And they will end up speaking to Nikki Gonzalez, our head coordinator.
Okay.
Nikki, who you know
Yep.
well, Jim. And they end up reserving a bed. Part of this process is due to COVID.
Okay.
That we do have some limited spacing.
Okay.
And then that guest shows up at the particular shelter, like say it's Georgetown,
Okay.
or the one in Laurel or Milford, and they end up getting a bed for that night.
Okay.
Is what it is.
So they communicate with you first.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
519-0024.
Yes.
Okay.
And the homeless community is fairly tight knit. Information will
Okay.
travel quickly.
Okay.
For our guests, so they know that this is an opportunity
And
out there.
so they come, might be a bite to eat, but it's mainly a place to sleep.
It's this year. It's definitely just a place to sleep.
Okay.
We haven't been doing dinners.
Okay. So it's definitely just now about how early can they come?
Their report time, each shelter is a little different.
Okay,
And the
okay.
website shows that. But the Milford shelter is report time 8:30 to 9 p.m.
Okay.
So there's a half-hour window to come into the shelter.
Okay. And you kind of already know in advance that they're coming.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Is this only for men, or is there a facility where ladies can go?
There is. We have separated men and women for overnight.
Okay.
It's just easier to manage for
Okay.
various reasons. But we do have a women's shelter that is Church of the Nazarene in Milford.
Okay.
And there is a Georgetown. It's the same location, but 2 different parts of the
Okay.
church. It's Georgetown Presbyterian. It's
Okay.
a church at that.
Same number though will give you a lot of information.
Yes.
Website was I forgot already.
Code Purple Sussex County
Yeah.
Code Purple SussexCounty.com.
Right.
Seaford has men and women as well.
All right. So that's good then. That's 3 places.
Yes.
Oh no, 2 have men and women.
Yeah, they're just not
right.
together for overnight.
And this doesn't cost them anything.
No, not at
Okay.
all.
Now, are you still needing any volunteers?
We always need volunteers, Jim.
Always. Okay. So that was a silly question, Jim.
This year,
So,
I can speak. I'm more tied into the Milford shelter. Although
Okay.
we're all working together, each shelter location is unique
okay.
for its needs, but always needing volunteers is.
So where do they go to learn about, I want to be a volunteer?
The first stop would be the website.
Okay.
It is filled with all the information.
Okay.
You can call that number, the same number, the 0024.
Okay.
Although I would also call the Cross, which is our main, where Love Inc. is stationed in Seaford,
Okay.
Delaware, at 302-629-7050.
Okay.
That is also a place where you could get information. You may have to leave your name and number, but somebody will call you back.
Okay.
The website really has.
But you really could use some volunteers, no kidding.
We could. I actually did a little fill-in this year and did an overnight shift because that's traditionally what I've done in the past. And I have to say, it was great getting in there and doing it. I've had a little bit of a step back this year due to some personal things.
Okay.
But it was a great reminder of why I got involved in this ministry in the first
And an
place.
eye-opener.
Oh, yes.
You know.
Oh, yes.
All right. So anyway, we're talking about Code Purple, Sussex County. If you want to get involved, we need help. Help wanted, in other words, basically. It's a volunteer position. And I think with Code Purple, everybody is essential.
Yes.
Is that a fair statement?
Amen.
Amen to that. So anyway, okay, Daniel, is there anything else you wanted to say before I let you go?
Just thank you for
You're
having
welcome.
us on, and God bless.
God bless. Do you need any calendars?
I'm good on calendars, but
How about Vanderwins?
I'm always good on Vanderwins.
Oh, okay. I mean, you got enough?
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
How about a flashlight?
I would love a flashlight, sir.
Okay, I'm going to give you a flashlight. There you go.
Thank you
Okay.
so much. All right.
And when the batteries go bad, track me down. I'll give you some new batteries.
Oh, well, thank
Comes
you,
with a
Jim.
lifetime replacement of batteries.
All right.
My lifetime. Okay? All right. All right, take care. I'll
Thank
see
you,
you
Jim.
around. Thank you
Take
very
care.
much. All right, now, folks, I'm going to prep this just a little bit. This is a brand new thing that we're doing, okay? So this is going to be a young man that works for me, and we're going to bring him on from Bridgeville, and I just want you to see a new little feature that we have to offer people. So I'm going to say good morning, Chuck. Is Chuck there? Chuck, you're there. How you doing? Hold on. Did I hear him? Okay. Is it cold outside yet?
Yes, very cold.
Very cold. All right. So
Very cold.
you're over at Weller's in Bridgeville, and what
Yeah.
did you want to show us today? What do you want to talk about?
Well, I'm out here looking at our inventory.
So you're really
I
outside.
want to show everybody. We just got a load of trailers in. I'm outside right here at the right here on the lot here.
Wow. Hey, what's that
And these
wood?
are the trailers we got in yesterday.
Hey, what is that wood in the floors? Those sheets of plywood?
Sheets of plywood. No, it's frosted over because it's out here cold this morning.
Oh, it's the floor. Okay. I
the
thought it
floor.
was sheets of plywood laying there. Okay, it's because
so
the
cold out
gate's
here, it's so
down.
frosted over and looks like plywood.
Right. Now, hey, take a minute, Chuck, and show me that board on the front of the trailer, left or right. The ones we're selling for $2.
Oh, that's the rough cut pines that come in between the trailers when they ship them to us. So we have a pile of these boards, and we're selling those for $2 a piece right here in the store.
And what are they? 5, 6 foot long, something like that?
Yeah, well, the trailer here is 76 inches wide, so that's 6.5
Okay.
foot wide.
And so those boards
2
are
by-
for sale. The boards are for sale.
The boards are for sale, yes, sir. We have
Yep.
them. We have a good supply of them.
And how come all the trailers are just sitting on the ground like that?
Well, that's how we unload them from the truck. We take a forklift, and there's 23 trailers on this last load, and we set them on the ground, and then Mike, our yard guy, will come out here and put tires on them and get them all ready to sell.
Now, look at those ramp gates. They look different now. Do they have a reinforcement in them? Or you see the ramp gates?
The gates,
Looks
the
like
gates
there's
are
some
the two-way
upright
gates.
angle iron there. Yeah, they're a little beefier than normal. Or I guess I'm not looking at them right. Yeah, they look pretty
But
heavy
they're,
duty.
They're the standard. I'm sorry?
That's a standard gate, but it lays flat, but it will also lay down.
lays-
Is that right?
Right. Lays down. If you have this is a 12-foot trailer. If you had to haul a 14-foot piece of lumber, you could always lay the gate down
Okay.
and you use it as a loading ramp as well.
And what's that little thing on the passenger side? That's a spare tire bracket, maybe?
Oh, yeah.
Is
These
that
trailers come standard. All the Currie's come standard with the spare tire bracket.
already welded on? All right.
Yep, already welded to the frame. You can bolt your wheel and tire and carry it with you whenever you need it.
Okay.
So it's not home in your garage when you have a flat.
Yeah, that's a good point. Right. And that's it.
That's important.
And we sell spares. And so you got a busy day planned today?
I'm sorry?
Do you have any room for more customers today?
Plenty of room for customers.
Okay.
We have plenty of room for customers. There's this is how far I'm away from the store.
Wow.
But we have a nice parking lot there ready for for all our customers to come in and get a nice trailer today, go home and put it to work.
And what if somebody wants to finance a trailer? How long does a process take for that? They have to fill out an application, right?
Right. We sit down, fill the application out. We could probably have you in and out here in about an hour and a half at the worst. But
Okay.
usually within an hour, sit down, do the financing. Approval 15 to 30 minutes, and then about another 30 minutes for paperwork and checking the trailer out, make sure it's ready for you to go to work with.
Okay. And I saw you sent me an email yesterday. Are we going to launch a campaign next Tuesday where they got 12 months same as cash?
We have a program that we're going to start next Tuesday morning, effective for the month of January. Be 12 months same as cash and 3 months deferred payments.
So that means your first 3 months you don't even have a payment.
Don't even have a payment.
And then
you pay it off within 12 months. There's no interest at all.
wow. Okay. And you're going to start that Tuesday.
Yep, we'll start that Tuesday.
All right. Well, that's a big load. That was 23 trailers on one load.
Yep, and we got an earlier load, some bigger trailers. It was 13 on it, I believe, Wednesday. So we're getting the loads in every week. We've got trailers coming in.
I agree with that. We got more than anybody I've ever seen. So, all right.
Absolutely.
Phone number. What's the phone number?
The phone number here is 302-337-8228.
And
We'll be here till 2 o'clock today, or you can check us out online, www.wellers.com.
and who you got working on sales today?
Oh, we got, let's see, we got Jimmy, myself, Chuck, and we have Mike in sales.
Okay.
I think Rosa might be in a little bit later.
Okay.
So we've got 4 people, competent people, experienced people. Between Jimmy and myself, there's 30, 40 years of experience in the trailer industry.
Wow.
There we go.
So anyway, in other words, because just to give people a little background on you, you owned your own trailer business for like 36 years. Is that right?
Yep.
And then I talked you into
Creighton's trailers.
Then I talked you into getting hooked up with me. Been the worst thing you ever
You
did.
needed somebody to run the store.
Yep. So I would say Chuck's my new manager. And how long you been with me? Since March or April or?
I started in March. Yep, I started March of last year. So I'm coming up close on my 1-year anniversary here.
Wow. All right. Well, maybe we'll let you have Sunday and Monday off.
Yeah, appreciate that.
All right. How was this for you? This is the first time we've done this. How's it been?
This is fine. I was a little nervous, with your millions of people watching and listening and everything,
Yeah.
I was a little nervous, but it's cold out here, and I'm good.
Okay.
It was a good experience. I like doing this. I like to promote Wellers, and we'll be happy to do this anytime you like.
All right. Well, we might let you do it again. I have to see what the ratings are on you.
Yeah. Record the ratings for this whole segment.
Right. All right. I'll see you, Chuck. Have a good day.
All right. You too. We'll talk to you later.
All right. Bye-bye. Bye.
All right. Bye.
Well, there's how it goes. That's a brand new thing. I want to thank everybody that was involved, Colin, and then Colin a second, and Jonathan, and Tracy, and Chuck. It took a team to make that work, but it's pretty good. It was kind of neat. So I want to let you know, if you own a business and you want to join me that way on the show, we are open-minded to talking about that, okay? In other words, but we're trying to make this show just as interesting as we can. And so we're going to give away another $10 bill. I want you to get ready. Phone number's 422-7336. I'm going to do a real quick sponsor segment, and then I'm going to take your call. But we're going to give you a $10 bill that we will give it to you in cash next Saturday, January 16th, 2021 at Laurel Junction, as long as you'll spend it on breakfast there. We're trying to get people to come there next Saturday and join us in person and have breakfast at Laurel Junction. We're going to broadcast live from there in Laurel, Delaware. So I'm handing out $10 bills. You'll call me in just a minute, 422-7336, and I'll put your name on the list, and you'll be eligible to pick up a $10 bill next Saturday, and we'd like you to use it right there to eat breakfast. But in the meantime, going to do a sponsor segment for my accountant. My accountant is George Luff & Associates in Milford and Dover and Rehoboth. I've dealt with them for many years. People say, Jim, I've never heard a guy so passionate about their accounting organization they deal with. Well, here's what I like. When I call, they answer the phone. When I leave a message, they call me back. And when I need something figured out, they give me advice. That's what I like. And I call that good service. Okay. So anyway, if you are finishing out your year, you don't know who's going to do your taxes. You took that PPP money and you don't quite know how to do your bookkeeping. They can help you out with all kinds of things. So anyway, it's an accounting organization. They help businesses. They help individuals. I know an individual that sold some land this year and bought a piece of land and sold it and just normally does their own tax return. But this year, they're going to let Luffs take care of their tax return. So whether you're a resident, just a person doing your own personal taxes, or whether you need help with your business, Luff and Associates can help you out. Their phone number is 302-422-9699. That's 302-422-9699. It's luffcpas.com on the web. Also, I want to let you know they have a system called Easy Payroll. I actually have been using it for Weller's Payroll for probably 3 or 4 years now, but Jenny used to do it all herself, and we turned it over to them. And you don't have to deal with them for your accounting. If you need help with payroll, they will help you with your payroll, whether you got a couple employees or a couple hundred employees. It's an easy payroll system through Luff and Associates, again, in Milford and Dover and Rehoboth. And the phone number is 422-9699, and it's Luff, Luff CPAs.com, luffcpas.com. All right, I've dealt with them a long time. I've been very happy with them, and I want to take a phone call now. So it's 422-7336, 422-7336. Here's the offer. I'm offering you a $10 bill. It could be 2 5s. It could be a 5 and 5 1s, but I'm offering you $10 in cash. I'm going to give it to you in person next Saturday, January 16th, 2021. You've got to come to the Laurel Junction in Laurel, where we're doing the show, between 7 and 9. And myself or Tracy will have $10 cash for you. So you got to call right now and give me your name, and I'll have the cash ready for you, okay? It's that complicated. It's that simple. 422-7336. Call right this minute if you would like $10 in cash given to you next Saturday, and hopefully you'll buy breakfast there and hang out and watch the show and maybe holler something or chime in or, be part of the audience if you would, all right? So that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to get 1,000 people to show up. We're going to give them all $10 each cash. I didn't mean to say that. That was a blooper, okay? I couldn't take 1,000 phone calls if I wanted. So anyway, what we're saying is if you call me right now, we're going to give you $10 cash. People are not calling. They must be skeptical of this offer. In other words, like who in their right or left mind would give away $10 cash in today's world? $10 cash up for the taking, 422-7336. If you'd like it, you got to meet me next Saturday morning at the Laurel Junction. But you got to call right now to get your name on the list. Okay, so that's the only way you can do it, 422-7336. Now, we just talked to Chuck Creighton, and he is the guy that's running my store for me. He's doing a great job. I do want to say thank you to everybody for an unbelievable 2020. Unbelievable. It was unbelievable. We sold so much stuff. It was a good year, and we all got through it together, and now we're into 2021, so thank you for a successful year. I got a feeling that I heard the phone ring. Did I hear the phone ring?
Yes.
I need you to turn your volume down on your phone or TV or whatever. Not your phone, not your phone.
I just turned it down. It's Jim Martin here. I figured I'd call in and get that $10. I need it.
Are you coming over?
I'll come over, yeah.
All right, well, that's how you got to get it. You're going to come next Saturday to Laurel Junction.
Yes.
Between 7 and 9 a.m.
I'll be there, between 7 and 9.
Yep.
At the Laurel Junction.
Yep.
Yes.
Now, we're hoping you'll spend the $10 there, Jim. That's our hope.
Yeah, sounds good.
Okay.
Yeah, you can count on that.
And are you spelling your name G-Y-M?
Sometimes.
Sometimes.
It reminds me to get to the gym, but now it's K-I-M.
All right. Well, I got you down, and we'd love to see you. We'll take a minute with you next week, okay, if you stop in. You know where it's at?
Sounds good. Yes, I do. I know exactly where it's at. Thank you.
All right. Well, have a good day. You sound cold. Are you outside?
Yeah, we're getting started. We're going to do free hot dogs.
Free hot dogs. Where's that at?
And a free yard sale at the shepherd's office.
Today?
Yes, today. All day, free yard sale and free hot dogs.
What's a free yard sale mean?
We don't charge anything. We just let everybody take what they need.
Well, that's mighty kind of you. All right. Well, I'll take that white pickup you're driving around all the time.
Yeah, right. I need help with that one.
Oh, okay. Well, you're
All right,
having a
thank you,
free
Jim.
yard sale. Hey, Jim, take care. Have a good day.
Yes, no problem.
Bye-bye.
You too.
Bye. Well, so we're going to have him join us next Saturday. It's kind of cool. All right, everybody, it's that simple. We're looking to round up some people for next Saturday. I hear the music. Switch over to Weller Does Delmarva right now on Facebook or tvdelmarva.com. I don't want you to miss a thing. We'll be back in a couple minutes. All right, here we go. We are continuing on. We are on TV. We are on, where are we at? We're on TV. We're on Facebook. We're on YouTube. We're on Roku, Amazon Fire Stick, and we're actually sitting here in the middle of nowhere, but the heat is on. So anyway, Colin, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. You want your mic on?
Yes.
All right, there you go.
Yeah.
All right.
I said, I'm good. How are you, Jim?
I'm good. All right. So
She hadn't started the timer yet, so that switch is in that timer.
That's right. It turns the mic on.
Yeah.
So what do you think of this morning so far? You got some new breakthroughs here, some new interesting things we've done.
Yeah, I like it. It's been good. And Chuck is, well known. And I was actually just talking to Tracy about it, that the area that our TV station is in, a lot of people know him in that area.
Oh.
And
That's a good one. We
Yeah.
need to get one of Chuck's neighbors to call in.
Tell some stories.
Right. I just thought of that. We need to do that next time.
Yeah. But no,
Okay.
he's pretty well known. He's been
Yes,
in the
he
business,
is.
the trailer
Yep.
business for a long time, and now he's on board with you. And I think it's a good thing for everybody. So
I agree.
It's
I agree.
Good.
So, TV Delmarva,
Yeah.
what do you want to tell us about TV Delmarva? You just steady growing, got new programmings. Programmings. You got some new programmings coming in the next week or two on Saturday morning.
Yeah, so Saturday morning. Well, this Saturday morning, let's look at 11 o'clock. 11 o'clock
Okay.
is Coastal A&E with Michael Sprouse.
All right.
And Michael is down in the beach area. He's a local artist down there. He's a realtor, but he does this show for us. And he's really good with the arts and entertainment type of
Okay.
thing. So he's always has interesting guests, and he's doing a great job with this production. So since the COVID stuff, we used to do it here in our studio.
Right, that's
but,
right.
we had to stop doing that.
So he has his own little studio at home,
He's
I
got
guess.
his own little studio at home, and he has really figured out how to get this done. He's using Zoom and Skype and all this. He's editing the videos. He's putting up backgrounds.
I saw
He's
the
bringing
backgrounds.
guests
I thought
in.
he had his own TV studio.
That's what
or
it
something.
looked like. Yeah,
It
looks really good. He is doing a great job. So I encourage you to tune in today at 11 o'clock right here on TV Delmarva, Channel 14, and check this show out.
If they see that show and like it, if they're a business, let's say you're a business or something like that, and you want to create your own TV show, you're saying they literally could make their own show,
Right.
and make a deal with you to play it, and just hand you the show.
That's a possibility. Yep.
That's a
yep.
possibility.
I'm willing to listen.
I'm making this stuff up as I
I'm
go.
willing to listen to any of those ideas.
I sit here and think about what Colin should be doing.
Right. But, but I mean, also, if you're a business owner and you like that show, you're probably not the only one that likes that show.
Right.
There's
right.
lots of people that like it, and it's a very interesting show. And if you want to sponsor it, you need to get a hold of me directly, and
Because
we
you can buy
put your
ads
spot.
in a specific show,
Yes.
or you can buy ads that just run night and day. You can do,
Yeah.
or are you allowed to do both?
Well, that's what I was going to say. Generally, you would want to do both. You want to target this show because you think that's your audience, but that's not the only time your audience is watching.
Right.
So let's kind of do a whole
Broaden
thing.
Broaden your horizons.
Exactly. So
Well, very affordable advertising.
very affordable. I would say we're the best value on Delmarva for any type of media advertising.
And they're growing every week. So however many people TV Delmarva had last week, there's more people this week.
Exactly. Yeah.
And then we throw an offer out there, and a lady calls that it's her first time watching the TV show, the TV show.
Well,
Now-
and as an advertiser, you and I have been advertisers for a long time, and what we want is
Results.
You want a responsive audience.
Yes.
Are they responding to that call to action?
Correct.
And that was your call to action. Hey, do you want this? Here it is.
Right.
And they picked up the phone, first time watching the show. So
be
really good.
aware. If you want to give out $10 bills,
Yeah.
I can help you do that,
Yeah.
okay?
Right.
It's going to be fun next week. In other words, I'm just trying to roust up a crowd. I
Now,
mean,
do you want to? So we can't do this on TV, but on Facebook, we're on Facebook and YouTube as well.
Right.
We're going to make a commercial for it afterwards.
Okay. Yes.
Would any of the audience be interested in staying tuned after on Facebook and YouTube to watch Jim make these commercials? And that's pretty. He does it all. He has no script. He does it all right off the top of his head.
I'm called One Take Weller.
Do you want anybody to see that?
Yeah, I guess. Or what are you offering to leave?
We're offering to
How you
leave
gonna
the
do
live.
that?
We'll just leave the live stream up.
For real?
Yeah.
All right. So this will be on Facebook and YouTube.
Right. So just stay
Right
tuned.
after
Pretty
the show
much
at
after
9
the
o'clock,
show.
we're going to show you how a TV commercial is made. Okay, it's going to take me about 28 and a half seconds to do it, or 29 seconds, or whatever.
Sometimes it takes him a couple tries to get it
does.
done.
It's fun to watch.
Yeah, it is.
All right, well, we'll do that.
We'll do that?
We'll
Okay.
stay live after the show, if it all works, and
Yeah.
then we'll make a couple TV commercials.
Yeah, mention that when we're back on the radio, too,
I
to get
will.
people to move
I
over
will.
to it. That would be good,
Yeah.
I think.
All
yeah.
right.
Yeah, I think
So-
that would be fun for people to just kind of see the
How
behind,
it
because
really-
they see your commercial running
Right,
here
and
on
it's so
TV
polished.
Delmarva.
Right.
Yeah, right.
That's a great idea. That's a great idea. All right. So anyway, so if you want to talk to Colin or communicate or just tell him you appreciate him starting this TV station, 242-8015. 242-8015.
302. You got to start dialing
Yep.
302 in front of it.
Send him a
Yep.
text. Send him a text.
I'll see you
All
next
right.
half
See you,
hour.
Colin. Thank you. All right. I hear the music. All right, everybody. Jim Weller here, and you are listening to and watching a show called Weller Does Delmarva. And I want to tell you something that we're going to do. At 9 o'clock, we're going to make some TV commercials. At 9 o'clock this morning, we're going to stay here in the studio, and we're going to make TV commercials for my new location, okay? And what we want to tell you is, if you want to watch what it's like to see a TV commercial made, okay, to see what it takes to make a TV commercial, we are going to stay live on Facebook, and we're going to stay live on YouTube. So we're taking a picture right now. It's very important. And so anyway, I just want to let you know that if you want to watch us after 9 o'clock this morning, we're going to stay on just a little bit longer on Facebook and YouTube, and we're going to make some TV commercials that are going to run on TV Delmarva, and we're going to give you a chance to see what it's like when I make a TV commercial, okay? It's going to be interesting, all right? Now, I want to talk about one more sponsor segment. This is Mid-South Audio. This is my friend Kevin Short, and another one of my friends, Mark Johnson, runs his store. Kevin Short is Mid-South Audio, okay? They got a brand new state-of-the-art recording studio that they've built, plus a retail store. Okay, so if you have a band or you're on your tech team at your church or you work somewhere and you need anything, audio, video, whatever, you need to check out Mid-South Audio's brand new store in Milton, Delaware. It's the former location of Wyoming Millworks, and it is state of the art. So they are open today, Saturday. And Mark Johnson is there most of the time. He's the manager of the store. And Saturday, they're open 10 to 2. Monday through Friday, they're open 10 to 6. You can learn all about them at midsoutaudio.com. And if you got any questions, it's 856-6993. 856-6993. And I'm going to talk about one quick little silly little post. I got some firewood I want to give away. Okay, so I had the state highway department came and trimmed a lot of trees along my property, and then I had somebody else trim some up my property, and I got a lot of lumber laying on the ground. So if you are out there and you own a chainsaw and a pickup or a trailer and you want some free firewood, you get to load it, you get to haul it, and you get to keep it. And what is the cost? Nothing. It's just like all that money the government's giving you, it's free, okay? So what I'm letting you know is if you need some firewood and you want some, you get up with me and I'll tell you where I live, and it's all down the road past my house. I saw a guy out there yesterday with a trailer cutting some pieces up and loading it up. So if you want any firewood, I got free firewood. But here's the deal. I'm not going to cut it for you. I'm not going to load it for you. I'm not going to lend you a chainsaw. I'm not going to give you the gas for your chainsaw. And I'm not going to let you use my tractor or a trailer or my truck. So it's you load it, you haul it, you own it. Okay? So what's it cost you? Nothing. But all those questions you may think they're silly. Those are all the kinds of questions I get. Can I use your chainsaw? Can I have some gas for mine? Can I borrow your pickup? So I don't want to do all that. I just want to give the wood away. It's that simple, okay? All right, let's not make it complicated, folks. All right, here he is now. This is a young man, very intelligent, very intelligent. very good dresser, keeps his hair in good shape. He's a great neighbor, good man, good Christian man, good father, good husband, an all-around good guy, and he can help you borrow money if you want to. And his name is Bob Mitchell with Meridian Mortgage. How was that for an intro?
Well, I'm just not sure you got the right guy here. This is me, Jim. I came to visit,
Oh, okay.
There's another guy out there. They must be talking about him.
No, Bob, you're a good man. I appreciate you very much. And
Yeah.
so anyway, I got you on here today because of a little scenario in my life. I had a daughter, sold a house, and the buyers were needing help getting a mortgage, and you stepped in and gave them some advice that maybe other people didn't give them, and you guided them and steered them, and you took them across the finish line. And I appreciate that. And you said, well, Jim, that's really no big deal. It's what I do every day. That's how we roll. So is that what you do?
It really
Mortgages,
is. Yeah.
I guess, is that how I would describe it? Or
That's correct. People ask me sometimes, what do you do for a living? And I say I go to work every day and try and get people in debt and go home every night and try and get out.
that's a good way to put it. So,
But no, they were great people and they're good neighbors. We
yeah, they're now
certainly
your
met 'em
neighbor.
and- yeah,
Right.
Yeah,
So-
exactly. So it was great, and yeah, there's the mortgage business and mortgage lending these days is a little more complex than it was many years ago when things were done with handshakes and what I called common sense lending.
Right.
We don't have a lot of common sense lending anymore,
Right.
unfortunately, at least in loans that get portfolioed and sold into the secondary market. It's a whole different world. Most people think you go to your bank, you get a loan, you pay the bank, everybody's happy. It's not how it works
right, because
anymore.
they resell it.
That's correct. it's trillions of dollars a year that
Get resold.
that get resold and paid off and purchased. So to package those things for Wall Street, which is
Right.
basically what's happening, a little better than it was 15 years ago.
Right,
Right. And that's part of it right now is that there was a crash. It hurt a lot of people, and to help solve that, our wonderful federal government stepped in and. And the scariest words in the English language
Right.
are, I'm from the federal government and I'm
Right.
here to help. And so this pendulum went from all you really needed to do was to have a pulse
Right.
to get a mortgage to that pendulum did not come back to the center. It went all the way out to the
Right.
right-hand side.
Way
where-
more complicated.
Way
right now.
more complicated. Documentation. I call it right now, it's called documentation infatuation. And with COVID, it's gotten worse.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because you were sharing with me, you might need to get a hold of this one organization. Well, they're not open today. In
Right.
other words,
Oh, yeah.
and then so that one might hold you up a day or two, but this one you could have got a hold of today.
Right.
But what I want to really emphasize is now you do home mortgages for a purchase. Do you do home equity?
We do a lot of refinance right now because
Okay,
rates are so
okay.
low. So a lot of people are doing cash out refinancing or
Okay.
just refinancing their balance.
So if somebody's not buying, but they say, I've already got a mortgage, they don't have to have it with Meridian. They can just come and talk to you. And I think you also, I want to say it like this. In other words, I think there's a big difference between talking to Bob Mitchell and dialing 1-800, I have no idea who you are.
And
In other
that's-
words, you know the area, the lay of the land.
We had a situation last couple weeks ago now where I was financing a woman who was selling her house in Seaford and moving to Pennsylvania, which is
Okay.
the opposite of what's
Okay,
happening
right.
in our world, but family situation. Her house was scheduled to sell on whatever day, and then that afternoon she was going to Pennsylvania to purchase hers with the part of the proceeds.
Okay.
They were dealing with an 800 lender, the most popular one that you hear all the
right,
time.
right.
And a situation changed in the buyer of my customer's house. The buyer's situation changed that was dealing with the 800 lender.
Really?
And after everything was supposedly wonderful, they just called her and said, we've denied your loan, and they would not talk to her. Which, number one, really messed up this person's
Sure.
life.
Day.
But
Life.
now it's messed up my customer's life.
Right.
So in just a matter of about 5 days, we were able to switch it from her doing a 20% loan, my buyer, because she was going to sell her house and have all this money to put down on the one
Right.
up there, to her doing an 80% loan of, and she was able to do it. Not everyone is able to do
Right,
it.
right.
But we're a lot more flexible. And then the end of that
Because
story,
the 1-800 was done with them.
they were done with the buyer of my customer's house.
Wow.
So we were able to help my customer.
Right.
In addition, probably in the next week or so, we're going to be doing the loan for the woman whose
The other
situation
people.
changed. Yeah.
But
because we do have a little more hands-on. There's a lot more responsibility and accountability when you can walk into someone's office and sit down across the desk from them.
I agree. I agree.
There always
There's-
is.
Right, and you might see that same person out in public. You know,
I say
so
it all the time. I'm going to see
Right.
you in Walmart. So,
Right.
so the last thing I'm going to do is lie to you.
right, right. Well, I appreciate all that. In other words, you're a local guy. In other words, and your family's here, and it matters to you.
Absolutely.
In other words, you know, and then you got a big brother that keeps you straight.
Oh my.
Is he older than you or younger?
He is older than me.
He
I
is
look
older.
older than him somewhat.
Okay. I didn't say
I'm
that
thankful
now.
for the white hair, you know, but I like hair. I'm happy for it.
Oh. So how would somebody, like if somebody says, I might want to do a refi. Now, there's a couple different refis, but you know all the lingo. Does it cost anything to just have like an initial, I mean, can people literally sit down across the desk or on the phone and talk to you?
Absolutely, yeah. We don't charge anything, and you can go online. I mean, we do. You know, it's not like you have to come in. We do.
Okay.
We do a lot of things online. I mean, my domain bobthebanker.com goes directly to the Primo Team Meridian Bank
Hold
website.
on, bobthebanker.com. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I got it about
50 years
20
ago?
years ago.
20 years ago.
No lie. Seriously.
Really?
And it just happened to be available, and
No
it kind of
kidding.
sticks. And then I used to do some radio stuff for a different mortgage company I worked for down in Salisbury, and so
Really?
Bob the Banker kind of stuck. It was back when Bob the Builder was popular in my
Okay.
house,
Right.
house with the kids. So
okay.
yeah,
That was good thinking.
So yeah, I think so. You know,
Right.
my wife thinks it's ridiculous, but
but you'll take
if
it.
people remember it,
Right,
it
that's
doesn't
all
matter,
that matters.
right?
So
Exactly.
bobthebanker.com, somebody could shoot you an email and start a conversation, which turns into a relationship. So.
Absolutely, yeah.
Wow.
I try to. One thing I was telling my kids the other night. Whenever somebody calls, I save their number in my phone. I'm sure you probably do
Right,
the same.
yeah.
So you know. And I've got like 2,300 contacts in my phone right now.
Really?
Just over the years, yeah.
I like to save all the telemarketers' numbers. And call them back when they're eating dinner.
Yeah, there you go.
You know.
There you go.
So anyway, local guy, where'd you go to school?
I went to GMS, to the Midnight
Did you
School.
really?
That's where I
Greenwood
graduated
Midnight
from,
School.
yeah.
Wow.
Yep, and then I went to Del Tech and majored in playing pool and ping pong.
Playing pool and ping
Yeah.
pong.
Oh, I was good at that.
Were you really?
I was great. Yeah.
No
I
kidding.
graduated top of my class out of the game room. Yeah. But
Was that amongst your peers or was that a real class?
no, that was amongst my peers.
Okay.
While I should have been in class.
All right. Well,
Yes,
good.
but,
But you
um,
graduated, right?
I did. I graduated from high school and
Okay.
got most of my college done, and then
Okay.
I thought, well, I'm just kind of goofing around here, and I got a part-time job at First Omni Bank. I don't know if you remember them down in Millsboro.
Yeah, that little
Yeah.
building that's huge.
Yeah, the little huge building on
Right.
Mitchell Street, by
Right,
the way.
on Mitchell Street.
And
they named the street after
They
you.
sure did. Yeah, because I was so good at pool.
Right. No, I bet your dad was a UPS man.
He was.
I bet he did deliveries there, and that's why they named the street
That could
after
have
him.
been. Yeah.
Because that'd be a little bit more before your pool career.
Yes, it would have been quite a
So
bit.
you really are a good pool player, huh?
No, not anymore.
Oh,
you
okay.
know. But yeah, that just kind of morphed into the finance world and then into mortgages,
Wow.
and that's what I've done.
Wow.
I didn't set out to do this, but
you've
but
done a good
I
job.
love what I do. I
Right,
really do.
Right. So it's not really work to you. It's just, and you're really helping people with one of the largest investments they're ever going to make in their life.
And I tell people that a lot when they're talking about online stuff is, what's the most expensive thing you've purchased online? And for most
Right.
people, it's
$100,
pair of shoes,
$500 or something. Right.
Exactly. I mean, do you want to trust someone online that you don't know
Right.
with more than likely the largest investment you'll
And
ever
all
make?
your personal information.
Yeah, now that's going to be there regardless at
Yeah,
some
that's
point.
true.
But yeah, I mean, because we do online stuff and it's all bank, it's all secured.
Right.
We are a bank. That's the other thing that I got a question about the other day where someone else said, "Oh, I think they're a broker," and I said, "Well, we're not a broker. There are brokers out
You're
there."
working for Meridian Bank.
That's correct. We're the Primo Team.
Primo Team, right.
For Meridian Bank. We are basically the mortgage arm of Meridian Bank, which is a bank, doesn't have any bank branches in Delaware. They're all in Pennsylvania. But a great bank, traded on the NASDAQ. MRBK is the bank stock. It's doing fantastic. We're fairly new. We're about 10, 12, don't quote me on that, maybe more.
Have you been with
maybe
them that
15
long?
years? No, I've only been with the bank for going on 5 years.
Okay.
And it's great.
All right. So I want somebody to call him. In other words, I want
I should
somebody.
have set it up, I guess.
Yeah, in other words. So anyway, do you want people to call you or just do the bobthebanker.com?
No, they can call. I mean, my
What
cell.
number are you giving out?
My cell, and it's a Maryland cell because I got it
Okay.
back when I was working in Maryland 25 years ago. It's
Wow.
443-735-3111.
Say it one more time. 443.
443-735-3111. And it's one of them things. I've had the number for 25 years. I can't change it.
Right. I
So,
agree. Right. Some people got it memorized probably.
Maybe.
Maybe.
My wife.
Okay. Or at least it's in the speed dial.
Yeah.
All right.
So-
Anything else you want to talk about?
No, just you mentioned neighbor. I mean, Jenny was our neighbor for years, and we just loved having them. And I hope they're really happy in their new house in town.
They kinda are.
And they moved right behind some really good friends of ours. So I think
Really?
they've got some good neighbors. Yeah.
Okay,
And
yeah.
but we do miss them. We miss hearing the kids.
Yeah.
Running around outside, and but
That
thanks.
was nice.
we-
But thanks for making it all happen.
Yeah,
I
we were
appreciate
happy
it.
to do it. Really.
All right. I have gifts.
Gifts.
Gifts. Do you need any calendars? Is the first question.
Sure, I'll take a calendar.
All right. Well, there's a
Oh,
calendar.
there's a calendar. Look at that.
All right. So the next question
I don't need
is,
firewood.
Okay. Do you ever eat at Vanderwin's or would you like to eat at Vanderwin's?
Sure.
All right. How many gift cards to Vanderwin's do you want?
2. It's my wife and I.
All right.
Or maybe
I'm going to give you 4.
4. Oh,
So you
I didn't
can
wanna
either
be-
take friends
Okay.
or go twice.
Okay, no, we'll go twice. I mean, I'm sorry. No, we'll have friends.
And then I don't know if you do or don't need this. This is a very high-end
Oh, yeah.
flashlight.
I like these.
Okay.
I've got one of these in my truck just
Do you
just
really?
in case,
Yeah, well, there you
absolutely.
go.
So thank you.
All right. Well, I'm
Wow.
going to let you go.
All right. Well, thank you, sir.
All right. And if you have any gifts for me, I'll take cash. But no, I'm just kidding you. But anyway, thanks for joining us. Thanks
Yeah,
for being
thanks
a
for
good
having me.
neighbor to my family. And thanks for all you do for the community as well.
Well, thank you, Jim, and you do
Okay.
too. I mean, it's really cool to see everything you do here, and
It's kind of neat, isn't it?
it's a little different than it was
Yeah.
when you first started
and now
out.
we're
isn't it?
going to Laurel Junction next Saturday.
hear that,
We're going
yeah.
to be there for a little while.
Well, that's cool. Maybe I'll try and stop
Okay.
in there and get
Yeah.
some breakfast.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you,
Thanks
Bob.
again.
See ya. All right, there he goes. Bob Mitchell, bobthebanker.com. I'd like you to just send him an email saying good morning to him if you would. So that way he knows there's at least a few thousand people watching us. So, what in the world is going on? We gave away some $10 bills. Did I mention these boots? Now, for my radio audience, you just got to envision them, okay? I bought these boots. They're a brand called Totes. They're brand new. They're insulated. They're size 10. They are way too big for me, okay? So I bought a size 10 and a size 9 at the same time. The 9s fit me good, but I normally wear a 10, so these are big. They're brand new. I just want to sell them at a very good price and not have to send them back. So I only got one pair. They're black. They're real nice. They're insulated. Size 10 Totes boots. $30 for the pair, okay? You get one right foot boot and one left foot boot, brand new, in the box for $30. You'd have to pick them up at Weller's in Bridgeville next week. If you want them, I need you to call me now because I only got one pair, okay? 422-7336. If you want these boots, call me now, okay? So anyway, 422-7336, a brand new pair of winter waterproof insulated Totes rubber boots that, lace up, men, size 10, $30 for a pair of boots, 422-7336. I thought the phone would be ringing off the hook for those boots. So anyway, I did get the message that somebody sent me. I got that. Next is I do want to do a sponsor segment. And right after that, we're going to take a couple minutes and we're going to give away a bunch of Vanderwin's gift cards. So get ready for that. Write down the number, 422-7336. I'm required to give so many away every Saturday. 422-7336 in a minute. Just as fast as we can, we're going to take phone calls and give you 2 gift cards to Vanderwin's. But I want to first brag on my insurance company. This is a sponsor segment, L&W Insurance Agency. They do a great job for me, And I want to let you know that I'm very happy with them, whether you need personal insurance, whether you need business insurance, whether you need auto insurance, whether you want to insure a camper, a motorhome, or whatever, or you got questions, or you want to take the insurance you got and get a second opinion. I got a text message. The question was, do the boots include laces? Yes, Josh, they include laces. Thank you for that question. So anyway, I want to let you know that L&W Insurance Agency is my insurance company. Very happy with them. I've dealt with them 25, 30 years. I've had claims, I've had problems, and they make it all happen. I recently had a roof situation where they just said, "Here we go. We'll take care of it. We'll get involved. Don't you bother with it." That's what I need. That's what I want. I like people that help me. Okay. So if you need insurance and you want a company and an agency that's local, supports many things in the community you live in, and on top of that does a great job, been around 80 plus years, L&W Insurance Agency, lwinsurance.com on the web, L&W Insurance Agency on the Facebook, and phone number is 856-7828. Now that's 302-856-7828. Now, turn on the phone lines. Here we go. 422-7336. Rapid fire, as fast as you can dial. I want to give away 2 gift cards to Vanderwins to you. How much is it going to cost you? Nothing. You got to pick up the phone and you got to dial this number in order. It's 302-422-7336. And I'm going to get your name, and we're going to set 2 gift cards aside for you at Weller's in Bridgeville, and you can pick them up Tuesday through Saturday. 422-7336 if you want to call right now. No purchase necessary. The phone lines are a little light today. Normally they're smoking. But anyway, 422-7336 if you want 2 gift cards to Vanderwins. Give me a call. I'll set them aside for you at Weller's in Bridgeville. The other offer that I made earlier was free $10 bills. Now, somebody said, is it going to be $10 bill or is it going to be 2 5s? All right, it could be 2 5s. It could be a $10 bill. It could be a 5 and 5 1s. So just so you know, I'm trying to cover all my bases for all of you out there. We're giving them away. What was that? Roll of quarters. I never thought of that. It could be a roll of quarters. Caller, are you there?
I'm here.
How you doing?
I'm doing good, thank you. How about yourself?
Real good. Are you watching on TV, radio, or how did you hear the show?
Streaming through Alexa.
Alexa. Okay. Well, we hired her recently, and she's been a good asset. Okay, so here's my next question. Are you calling for 2 Vanderwins gift cards, or do you want the $10 and join us next Saturday morning at Laurel Junction?
That's a tough one. I guess I'll take the gift cards.
All right, 2 gift cards. And who am I talking to?
Neil Reinecker.
Neil, how you doing today?
I am doing well, Jim. How about yourself?
Good. And how's your year been so far?
So far, 2021 has been okay. Thank goodness.
All right. So okay is better than horrible, correct?
Yes, sir.
All right. Well, Neil, and thank you for calling in. And we'll set 2 gift cards aside at Weller's. Pick them up sometime Tuesday through Saturday, okay?
Yes, sir. Thanks, Jim.
All right. See you, Neil. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye. All right. I got 2 more left if anybody wants them. Anybody want 2 gift cards to Vanderwins? Give me a call right this minute, 422-7336. 422-7336. Operators are standing by. And they'll probably keep standing once the phone rings, and I'll just talk to you. 422-7336. Last chance. Going once. Going twice. The offer is over. Okay? So that's it. I'm retracting them. I'm going to tear them up. I had two left to get rid of. So anyway, listen to me, folks. At 8:30, we take a break from the radio. So if you are part of my radio audience, we need you to do something. There's going to be some unbelievable things said between Colin and I, and I want you to hear it. And so you've got to go to Facebook. Just go to Weller Does Delmarva on the Facebook, or just go to tvdelmarva.com. And somebody said the other day, how you spelling TV? Okay? It's not T-E-E and then the letter V. It's T, just the letter T, and a V. The questions I get throughout the week would blow your mind, okay? But I have learned through having children and grandchildren and customers that there's no question that you shouldn't answer respectfully. So I'm letting you know how I would spell TV Delmarva is a T with a V, okay? So now we've got that settled. And yes, the boots really, truly do come with laces. I'm not kidding you, okay? All right? They come with laces. So it's 2 boots, a right and a left. Both come with laces. Both of them come with laces. They're brand new. They were hermetically sealed, or whatever that word is, when I got them. They've never been touched by human hands till I got a hold of them. So anyway, I'm just letting you know they're brand new. Two boots, one pair, two boots, $30. You get both of them for one money. All right. And there is only one pair left. No, there's no sales tax unless you insist. And then I'll gladly take sales tax. So anyway, I'm just letting you know. Let me know if you want them. Let me know soon. Anyway, I hear the music. Switch over to tvdelmarva.com or Weller Does Delmarva on the Facebook. All right, we'll be back. That was involved. I thought selling the boots was going to be easier than giving away the Vanderwins. I got a tough crowd here this morning. Colin, how are you?
I was wondering what I saw on your notes there. Boots. And
Right.
I was wondering what you were going to talk about. I thought you were going to talk about Colin's boots. You were talking
Right.
about those this morning.
No, right, we were, but no, we're going to.
Okay, you're selling
We're
boots.
trying to sell these boots.
Right, okay.
All
Nice.
right. I'm going to do something with them anyway. All right. Okay, so anyway,
Hey, yeah.
Colin, TV Delmarva.
Yeah, TV Delmarva.
What's up?
Well, lots of things are up. We talked earlier about Michael Sprouse's show, Coastal A&E.
Yes, 11
That's on at
o'clock.
11 o'clock today. I want to
AM.
make sure everybody tunes in for that.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good show, and it's very well done. And he has some really, really good guests on there. I think somebody
Yes,
from
he
the
does.
Lewis Historical Society is going to be on there today, and
Okay.
a musician and an artist. So, Jimmy Davis, actually, I think from Hot Sauce Band is going to
Oh,
be
really?
on. Yeah.
That's kind of cool.
It is cool. So
Yeah.
check that out. And
He has
there's
different
always-
guests. He has more than one per show, right?
Usually, I mean,
Usually,
sometimes
okay.
he doesn't, but he said, we talked earlier about how the Brady Bunch movie is playing
Right.
tonight. Well, he's had Jan that played
That's
the actress
right.
that played Jan on the Brady Bunch on several times. Her and her husband. He's had Wally from Leave It to Beaver on.
That's right.
So he gets these really big names. He
does.
and he's had other famous artists. That
Where
maybe
is
you and
this
I
Michael?
wouldn't know.
Where does Michael reside? Like
He
what
lives
town?
right in Lewis, Delaware.
Lewis, Delaware.
Yeah.
And he
Yep.
has his own show, locally produced.
Yep.
And aired exclusively, or maybe exclusively. I don't know.
Well,
TV
the
Delmarva?
video part is exclusive to TV Delmarva. He does put
Okay.
it out on Facebook, but he also does a radio show on Radio Rehoboth.
Which audience? We should do a contest. Which audience do you think is bigger, TV Delmarva or Facebook? You know what I mean? Because
Right.
Facebook is steady cutting people off.
Oh, yeah, they
You
are.
know what I
aren't they?
mean?
Yeah.
Like a guy I know this week got cut off of Facebook.
Yep.
And Twitter, I think.
Yeah.
So anyway, no more soup for you. In other words, so all right. Anyway, so Michael is on at 11.
11 o'clock. So I want to make sure everybody tunes that in and watches
Today.
that. Yeah. It's cold outside. If you want to just sit in the house today, turn TV
so they don't have to
Delmarva
watch
on.
it outside. They can.
They
watch
don't
it
have
inside?
to watch it out. You can watch
Folks,
it outside on your
breaking
phone.
news. You're
How do you get TV Delmarva, Jim?
inside.
Inside,
Give us-
right.
Tell us how to get TV Delmarva on the inside.
All right, so if you have a television with an antenna,
Okay.
you want to point your antenna towards Seaford, Delaware.
Right.
Point it to just north of the Walmart in Seaford.
Oh, okay. Yep.
There's a 500-foot tower there. We're right
Yep.
at the top of it.
Okay.
So point your antenna towards Seaford. Rescan your television if you don't already have Channel 14 on there.
All right.
And look for Channel 14. You're going to get 14.1 and 14.2 coming soon, 3. But that's the best way to get it, and it's over the air.
Okay.
The next way would be tvdelmarva.com.
Okay.
Click the Watch Live button. You can watch that on your phone, tablet, computer, even on your smart TV. If you got an internet browser on your smart
Okay.
TV, just go to tvdelmarva.com, click on Watch Live.
And it would be okay if they watched it on their phone outside, if they were like
Absolutely.
hunting and they were sitting there and they were bored or wanted a
Yep.
weather report. Or
Yep.
Okay. I'm
Yep,
just
and
checking.
Roku, if you have a Roku device,
Okay.
you can search for the TV Delmarva channel, and even Amazon Fire Stick, the same thing.
Okay. Now a friend of mine went out and got a Roku device.
Oh, really? Okay.
Put it on like an antenna. This thing stays in the house, right?
Put it on an antenna.
Right. He
Wait a
thought
minute.
to get your signal. The Roku device,
yeah.
you use it, it's inside the house, near the TV, right?
Exactly, yes.
Okay. Well, I
Yeah.
was just checking. All right. Because I gave him all kinds of technical advice. I said,
Was
you get
this
a
your
Roku.
advice?
I said, put it out there outside, turn it towards Seaford, turn your Roku device. And then I found out the Roku thing, you don't need to turn it no way. You just need to plug it in, right?
Exactly. Hook up the
Okay.
wires.
Yeah.
And actually it's very simple. It's probably the simplest device that you will hook up to your TV that will give you like
So
you can
you
get
think.
Netflix and
So you think.
Yeah. So I think.
You never seen me.
The
try
one-
to
well, the one-
I thought
yours is
the wires
built
were
into
the
your
wire
TV.
ties that you. Mine is built into the TV,
And that's even
And I
simpler.
bought the TV just for it. Okay.
Yeah.
Just so I could watch TV Delmarva on Roku.
Then he asked me to pay for it.
Right.
No.
All right.
Set me the
so
bill.
I need somebody to text Colin and just say thanks a lot for inventing this TV station.
Ah, okay. 302-242-8015. 302-242-8015. Call or text me at that number if you're interested in advertising, if you have a show idea, anything like that.
Or a compliment.
Or just want to say thank you. Yeah.
Thank you. You're welcome.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. I'm going to let you go. Is that okay?
That's okay.
All right. See you, Colin.
All right.
All right.
Don't forget to mention to the radio audience about
That's right.
About your
After 9.
Yes.
After 9. I won't forget. Man, unless I do forget. I won't forget unless I do forget. Whew. All right. Anyway, folks, good morning to you. We were giving away some $10 bills. It wasn't a joke. So I'm going to throw it out there one more time. If you are watching or listening and you would like to join us next Saturday in Laurel at Laurel Junction and have breakfast, I'm going to give you I say a $10 bill, but it could be a 5 and 5 once. It could be 2 5s. People say, why do you make everything so crystal clear? Because people like to nitpick about every word that we say. So I'm just letting you know that we're giving away $10 cash. You got to call me on the phone. I'll put your name on the list. You come to the Laurel Junction next Saturday morning from 7 to 9, and we're going to hand you $10 in cash. And hopefully you'll stay and have a seat and eat breakfast there, but you're not absolutely required to. All right, 422-7336. 422-7336. If you would like $10 cash, you would pick it up at the show next Saturday morning, okay? It's that simple, 422-7336, all right? If you want $10 cash, you're welcome to it. We are posing for a picture now. You can't see that on the radio because we're not even on the radio. We're on TV, so you probably could see that happening. So good morning, everybody. If you ever want to be on the show, you want to ever join me, time is for sale. We sell 5-minute, segments of time, and we would like to help you promote whatever you got going on, your business or whatever. So I hear that we're coming back on the radio. I hear the music. So, and it's Lawrence back there today. Lawrence, thank you very much for all that you're doing. A lot of people don't realize it. We've got people in this building. We've got people in another building. We got radio, TV, Facebook, YouTube. We got all those people back at Facebook. Got up early this morning to open the gateways for us to do the show. And as long as I don't say anything that I'm not supposed to say, we're in good shape. So, fortunately, it's not a spelling contest or anything like that. So what do I want to talk about next? I want to talk about Vanderwin's Ice Cream real quick. Sponsor segment. So I'm going to try to talk to you and talk you into buying some ice cream is what I'm going to do, okay? So anyway, Vanderwin's, good local family, been supporting our community for over 60 years, okay? Jesse happens to be my local state rep, Jesse Vanderwin, but his whole family is a big farming family, and they do a lot of things for our community, and we say thank you for that. But they got into the ice cream business, and they got like 4 locations, one down in Fenwick Island and Dewey Beach and in Greenwood and outside of Greenwood on 404. I don't know which ones are open or closed during the winter. I know the one on 404 is open pretty much year round. So if you're craving some good local ice cream, I would highly recommend Vanderwin's, okay? You also can buy some and take it home. You can buy a pint or a quart, or you can buy a cup or a cone, whatever you want to do. So anyway, if you like ice cream and enjoy ice cream, or if you want a gift card for some ice cream, I'll give you 2 gift cards to Vanderwin's if you call me right now. Now, that's 2 of them, okay? 2 gift cards to Vanderwin's. You got to pick them up in Wellers in Bridgeville, Tuesday through Saturday. The phone number to get 2 of them, you got to call right now. Operators are standing by, okay? 422-7336. 422-7336. Other than that, like their Facebook page, Vanderwin's Ice Cream on Facebook, and VanderwinFarmCreamery.com on the web, all right? Now, a couple things I want to remind you of. Today is Saturday. There's a lot of things going on, and Wellers is open. But we are going to make some TV commercials right here in this room at 9 o'clock. After the show is over, we're going to make some TV commercials. And a lot of people might enjoy seeing what it's like to make a TV commercial, okay? So if you would like to watch us make some TV commercials, we're going to do it right after 9 o'clock. You just hang right there with us. We're only going to be on Facebook and YouTube. So Facebook and YouTube, we're not going to stop the show. We're going to continue on after 9 and make some TV commercials, and you could see what it's like because you'll get to see the bloopers and the good ones, okay? And you'll have to figure out which one's a blooper and which one's a good one, because to me, they're all perfect. So anyway, we're going to make some TV commercials if you want to hang in there with us after 9 and watch that, all right? Now, my next guest is somebody I've known for a while. His name is Mike Costello. I've known him quite a while, to be honest with you, and he has been my neighbor. He is right around the corner from me, and he's a good guy, and he's got a new little business / hobby. It's something that, he got a little passionate about. It's a sport that he does, and then he started making his own equipment to do it, and now he is trying to sell some of this stuff and make one for you. It's a collector's item, pretty much, in my opinion. So, Mike, good morning.
Good morning, Jim. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good. How are you doing?
Good. I'm very good.
Okay.
Very good.
Now, if she wants to join you, I have no problem with that.
She's
So,
okay. I'm going to bring her in a little bit later.
Okay, no problem. So anyway,
The big reveal.
Okay, big reveal. Okay, no problem. So anyway, you got a job and everything, but you started, I don't know if I would call it a hobby or a business or a hobby business. How would you describe what you're doing?
So again, my name is Mike Costello. I live in Lincoln, Delaware. We have been friends a long time.
Long time.
I
We had hair when we started.
I did, and I told Colin earlier I'm going out on a limb today, being on TV without a hat. Without a hat. Yeah,
okay.
I'm very thin-skinned, especially up here.
Okay.
But
Today,
I'm going
no hat.
hatless today,
Okay.
so I'm okay.
All right.
So nobody threw rocks at me today.
Okay, no problem.
Yeah, but about a dozen years ago, I got involved in traditional archery. Now,
Okay.
archery, you've got crossbows and compound bows. Then there's recurves and long bows, and some bows are made of one piece of wood, and some bows are made of many pieces of wood, which is called a laminated bow, and that's what I got interested in.
Okay. Traditional archery is where you pull it.
You pull the string with an arrow on it and you let
Right.
it go.
Okay.
Now, some people do horseshoes in their backyard or yard darts or croquet. My family does archery in the backyard. It's
Okay.
a lot of fun. Sometimes
Right.
we fill up balloons with air and put them on a foam target and try to pop the balloon.
Really?
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
Wow.
And they've got an event called stump shooting where you put a rubber tip on the end of your arrow and you go walk through the woods and you pick at something you want to shoot at and everybody takes a shot at it.
Really?
It's called stump shooting.
Okay.
And it's a lot of fun. And I
Sounds
travel
like it.
around and I go to some traditional archery events, and there's a couple up in Pennsylvania that they hold them on at ski resorts. And in some of these, you take the ski lift to the top and you walk down these trails through the woods coming back down, and you shoot at different targets.
Really? That they've already set up?
They've already put
Is there
up there.
snow on the ground when you do this?
No,
or-
no, they do this in
Okay.
the summertime.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
They do it in the summer. So this past year is pretty. Those activities have kind of really been reeled back because of
yeah.
this whole COVID
Yeah.
thing. So, and a lot of the guys in the industry, they make the majority of their sales at archery shows. And these shows have
been
really restricted.
throttled back.
Yeah,
Yes.
and I'm kind of blessed because I have a job that pays the
Right.
bills, and this is a hobby. But there's a lot of guys out there that are doing this for a living. That's how they pay the bills, and a lot of these guys, their waiting list to have a bow built has been like a year and a half, and now they're like, there is no waiting list because it's just not
Right.
happening.
Slow down.
So-
But you're just gearing up.
I'm gearing up. Yeah,
All right.
I'm learning what I'm doing. So again, a dozen years ago, got interested in traditional archery, and probably about 5 or 6 years ago, I started making them.
Okay.
I had bought a bow for my daughter, and she really liked it. And I left it strung up in the barn one day, and I went out there, and it had come apart. It had delaminated.
Because you're not supposed to leave it strung up.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I got to looking at it thinking, can I fix this? And I
Right.
couldn't fix it.
Right.
And then my next thought was, well, can I build one of
Right.
these? So I did some
Challenge
reading.
you to do it better.
Correct. I did some
Right.
reading and some research, and the next thing you know, I built my daughter a bow.
Okay.
And it worked out nice. Then I built my grandson a bow.
Okay.
Then I built myself a bow.
Right.
And then we're off to the races. So,
So you're custom building bows.
I'm custom building
Custom
bows.
building bows.
Yep.
Now, the other thing is, do you ever have stock, or do you only build them to order?
So I try to have some stock bows, like the one that I'm holding in my hand right now. This is a model that I call the Hickory Switch.
Okay.
And I had this on my Possum Bow Company Facebook page, and I was profiling the build. I mean, from the beginning to the end.
Because you've got hours in this.
Hours and hours and hours.
Okay.
Yep. And that's why I have no hair.
Okay.
And
you're not going to mass produce these.
So, and there are a lot of people are very interested. And there's a fella in Georgia that was watching this, and before this bow here got built halfway, it was sold. He bought
Wow.
it, because he knew
Okay.
what it was going to end up like. And so when I leave here today, I'm going home, putting it in a box, and taking it to the post office, and it's going to Georgia.
Do you mind if I ask how much money something like this is?
These bows go from anywhere between $400 and $550.
Okay, and these are something that are going to just stand the test of time. These are things that you would keep. They would be part of your lineage or whatever. You would
Yes.
pass them down to your children or your grandchildren. They make great gifts for the person that has everything. You don't have one of
Has
these,
everything.
right?
You don't have this. You can't buy it in a store.
Right.
And if you have a piece of wood, like a tree that had fallen down years ago on your property,
Right.
and you want to try to incorporate that into your custom build, I will do everything I can to put that
Really?
in there. Yep.
I mean, this is the kind of thing you would buy even if you don't use it, that you would just put up on the wall or keep in your office. It's just
Now, you can do that, but
it's
I
a neat
prefer
thing.
that you use it. It's,
Mike wants you to use it.
Use it. Yep.
Okay, and you don't have to shoot animals. You could shoot targets. In other
Right.
words, whatever you want to do. So how does it start? Somebody calls you, emails you. How does a conversation about one of these even start?
So typically, what I like to do is I like people to go to my Facebook page. It's
Which
Possum
is?
Bow Company.
Possum Bow
Yep,
Company.
just like you see
Okay.
here, Possum Bow Company.
Okay,
on,
Possum Bow Company
on Facebook.
So
And-
we'd like people to, just for the heck of it, like his page.
Yep.
Just so you can keep up with what Mike's doing.
And when you go there, you'll read about what we like to do, what we try to provide for our
Okay.
customer. And then you can go through all the many, many, many pictures of the bows that I have built, the materials that I use, the process that we use. And if you have questions, you can message me right from there. And I get back to
Okay.
you right from there. And if you want to have a bow built, I'll give you my number and you can call me. By the way,
Okay.
my number is 302-245-7312. If I don't answer, please leave a message. I am very responsive to getting back to you.
245-7312.
That's correct. And I will get a
302.
hold of you, and I'll talk to you about what I have, what I don't have, what I can get, what I can't get, and we will put together a package for you, and I'll give you a price on what that's going to cost. Now there's
Okay.
many options, like the bow that you see in front of you right now. It has red stag antler tips on the end of it.
I saw that.
Yep. So it's
I didn't know they
something
were red
special.
stag.
Yep, they're red
or whatever.
stag. Yep.
Whatever. But I
And,
saw that.
This is a hickory bow. It's a spalted hickory bow, and the riser in this is actually stabilized. That's a whole week process all by itself. Is stabilizing a piece of wood in order to put into a bow like this.
So this is a real keepsake.
It's a real keepsake,
And
yep.
it's made in America. Is that fair
Made
to
right
say?
here in Lincoln, Delaware.
Okay. And were you made in America?
I was.
Okay. So made in America by a gentleman who was made in America. How's that?
That's good.
All right. You got something else there?
Yeah. So
Okay.
recently I started making a 3-piece takedown model. Now these are a little
Oh,
bit more.
man, look at that.
But these are just really sweet. With a couple of screws, you can take these apart and put them away. If you were going to get on an airplane someplace and take
yes,
it away,
I was just
or
thinking that.
take a trip to someplace that you wanted to go hunting, or you were going to a traditional archery event, or you just want to go show it off to Grandma next time you go home
Now,
and see her.
when you're riding down the road and you have this in the cab, this is not considered like a weapon.
No.
Okay.
It is a
Okay.
weapon, but it's not like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Anything else you wanted to say? Because I'm going to wind you down here.
Yeah. So if my
Okay.
lovely assistant would come over here and
Okay.
deliver me my package, you've been giving
Okay.
away things here on the air all morning. So
We try.
I'm going to top you. How's that?
Okay.
So in my hand here, I have a gift certificate for a custom build up to $400. It is
Really?
now yours.
Okay.
You can keep that if you want, and I'll build you a bow. You can give it to your wife if you want. You can give it to your kids or your grandkids, or you can
No
take it
kidding.
and you can sell it, or you can take it and give it to your favorite charity auction. And when it shows up to me,
Now he's challenging me here.
I will build them a custom bow,
Really?
up to a $400 value.
Thank you. Wow. I thought them gift cards were pretty good. This is pretty good. Oh, I'm gonna be cheesy and probably keep it and have one made for one of my grandsons. But
you go.
I'm not sure. But thank you, Mike.
But
This
I
was very
appreciate
nice.
you being here. And
Well,
I want
I'm
people
trying.
to know about Possum Bow Company. This is unique, one of a kind. You'll
Yeah.
have it forever. You can give it to your grandkids. All the time I see stories on TV, or I'm sorry, on Facebook or other platforms where people are going out and they're hunting deer with the bow that belonged to their grandfather.
Right.
It's really neat. It's
I
really
agree.
neat to have
I agree.
that history.
Wow. This is wonderful, Mike, and I'm proud of you. I think it's neat that you did this. You've learned it all on your own, right here in Lincoln, Delaware. There's a bow manufacturing facility. It's kind of neat. And it's
I
just,
appreciate
what do they call one-offs or what does it mean? One of a kind.
One of a kind,
Right,
yeah,
one of
yeah.
a kind.
And we're not
so-
a manufacturing facility. It's
No,
a
I
hobby.
know. Right, it's a hobby.
You
All right.
I do it at home, and
And it's fun.
And it's a lot of fun.
Well, good. And hopefully he can make just a little bit of money at it. You know, in other words, that makes it just a little more fun if he could sell some. So anyway, if you got any questions, call Mike say it one more time.
302
Yep.
245 7312. Go to Possum Bow Company on Facebook. You can take a look at what we do there. You can ask questions. I'll get back in touch with you, and I appreciate your time, Jim.
Well, thank you very much. Okay, I'm going to give you some gifts. Do you need a calendar? Is the first question.
I don't need a calendar.
All right. Do you need any Vanderwin's gift cards?
My daughter, my lovely assistant, does like some
Okay,
of
how
those.
many does she like? Does she eat much ice cream, a little ice cream?
She eats a little ice cream.
1, 2, 3. I know you got more people in your family. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How
That'll
about
work.
5?
Thank you very, very much.
All right. Now, would either one of you like a flashlight?
No, I think we're good on flashlights.
All right.
Yeah, I try not to get caught out in the dark.
Okay. Oh, okay. No problem. Mike, thanks a lot. I appreciate
you.
your friendship,
Appreciate you, sir.
and I appreciate you doing this. And I'm proud of you. I think this is neat to take a hobby that's a passion to turn it into something that even though you're selling them, it's going to be a gift that just keeps on giving, and it's neat. I mean, you know, when you're gone, some of them will still be left around.
That's
you know
right.
what I mean?
Yep.
You know, so I think that's part of our mission in life.
It is.
You know. Okay. Thank you, Mike.
Yep.
Take care.
Thank
All right.
you.
See you. Bye-bye. Thank you very much. See ya. All right, here we go. So anyway, the last few minutes of the show. And yes, I'm sure you all are thinking, give that gift card away. I got to think about that one just a little bit. Just a little bit. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. So anyway, listen to me, folks. We are in the last few minutes of the show. Few minutes. We got about 10 minutes left. We're going to take some phone calls, give away some $10 cash to anybody that wants it. But listen to me. The other thing is Weller's is open, 337-8228, Wellers.com on the web. We at 9 o'clock the show ends, but I'm going to let you know something. From a radio, TV audience, we are going to, on Facebook and YouTube, we're going to stay live for just a little bit after 9 o'clock, 5-10 minutes, something like that. And I'm going to make some TV commercials. So that way, if you ever wanted to see what it is behind the scenes, what's it like to make a TV commercial, or how difficult, or does Jim Weller is it difficult for me or simple for me? I'm just going to show you how it's done. So anyway, I do want to also say it is a new year, and I'm looking for some new people to be involved with the show. First of all, the show is going to Laurel Junction on Route 13, right there on the corner in Laurel, Delaware. And if you want to join us next Saturday, I'm offering to give you $10 cash towards a breakfast there. In other words, you know, I'm asking people to call in now, and I'll put your name on the list. You come next Saturday morning at Laurel Junction between 7 and 9, and we're going to hand you $10 cash that hopefully you'll have breakfast and hang out a little bit and sit there with us during the show. So anyway, Weller Does Delmarva is going to Laurel. We're going to be there for quite a few weeks, and it's right there on Route 13 in Laurel Junction, all right? And we're going to have a lot of fun and give away things. So if you're watching on the TV or listening on the radio, right now, if you want $10 cash to spend at Laurel Junction next Saturday, I need you to call me, and I'll put your name on the list. We've already got some people on the list. You can't text me or don't send me a message on Facebook. I want you to call right now so we have you right here on the show, 422-7336, 422-7336. If you're watching, if you're listening, and you don't understand, I'm offering to give you $10 cash, okay? And I'd like you to spend it at the restaurant at Laurel Junction next Saturday morning, okay? You don't have to. It's not against the law if you don't, but I'm just saying that's why I'm giving the $10 out. So I'd like you, Tracy, we may need that for the commercial, okay? Anyway, I just want to let you know that we would like you to call right now if you would like to have $10 cash towards your breakfast next Saturday at Laurel Junction in Laurel. So with that said, we had Chuck Creighton on. I thought that was an interesting segment. I don't know if you saw that. For people that know Chuck Creighton, and he used to own Creighton Trailer Sales down in Mardella, and he has teamed up with me, and he is now running my business, and I'm very honored to have him working with me, and we had him on the show. So if you know Chuck, and you want to say hi to him or whatever, stop into Weller's or give a call over to the store. The store's number is 337-8228, 337-8228. Now, I've not been able to get people to call for the $10 at Laurel Junction. I've had a few, but I got a few more minutes left. But I would like to ask if you'd like to call the show and pretty much say hi. The phone lines are open. We'll give you 2 gift cards to Vanderwins just for calling. You pick them up at Weller's in Bridgeville Tuesday through Saturday. If you just want to say hello, Happy New Year, or just tell us whether you love or hate the show, we'd like to hear from you. So this show is Weller Does Delmarva, and we have a good time doing it. We do have some calendars left at Weller's in Bridgeville, so if you need a calendar or don't have enough, stop in and say hi, and they'll give you a calendar, no purchase necessary. Caller, are you there?
Yes, I am.
How you doing today?
I'm doing good.
Good. And are you calling for a gift card or to say hi, or what's your purpose of the call?
Good. I got a question, and I'd like to have it. What's your purpose of the call?
Hold on. Can you turn your volume down on your TV or your radio or whatever? We're getting a lot of feedback.
Can you turn it down? Got the radio or whatever. We're getting a lot of feedback.
All right. Can you hear me okay?
I can.
Okay. And we can hear you better now. That's much better. Okay. What are you calling for?
Sorry.
2 gift cards to Vanderwins?
I would love it.
All right. And what is your name?
Raymond.
Raymond. All right. And Raymond, are you watching on TV or listening on the radio?
I'm listening on it.
All right. And is this your first time?
Oh, no.
No. Good. Well, thank you. What do you think of this show?
I like it.
You like it? All right.
Variety.
Good variety. Well, good. And do you like ice cream, or are you going to give them away?
I'm going to probably give them my grandchildren. I'll buy them.
Okay. Well, good. Well, how many you got in your group?
I got 2 grandchildren and my daughter.
Well, I'll give you 4 cards. Is that all right, Raymond?
Oh, that's great.
All right. Well, we're going to put you down for 4 gift cards to Vanderwins at Weller's in Bridgeville. Will that help?
That's right. That's fine.
All right. Well, I'm going to let you go and say thank you for calling, okay?
Thank you.
See ya. Bye-bye.
Thank you very much.
All right. Bye-bye. You're welcome. Bye. All right, folks, if you'd like some gift cards to Vanderwins, or you want to get $10 cash and meet us down there next Saturday, we'd love to hear from you. 422-7336. Turn your volume down once we make a connection, if you would. Caller, are you there?
Yes.
And who am I speaking to?
Larry Snyder.
Larry, how are you today?
Good. How are you doing?
Good. And are you interested in $10 next Saturday morning, or 2 gift cards to Vanderwins?
2 gift cards to Vanderwins.
All right. And have you ever been to Vanderwins?
Yes, I have.
Well, good. And you got to pick them up at Weller's in Bridgeville Tuesday through Saturday, okay?
Okay.
Is 2 enough, or do you have a big group?
4. If I had 4, I got 2 kids. So.
Okay. Well, then we'll give you 4. Is that okay, Larry?
That's fine.
And did I already ask you, are you watching the show on TV or Facebook or radio?
I'm on the radio.
On the radio. Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm going to let you go then. Is that okay?
That's fine. Yes.
All right. Well,
Thank you.
You're welcome. Enjoy the ice cream, okay?
All righty.
See ya. Bye-bye. Bye. I got room for one more call. 422-7336. Anybody looking for free ice cream or $10 cash towards breakfast at Laurel Junction next Saturday? 422-7336. I want to remind you, right after 9 o'clock, we won't be on the radio, we won't be on TV. We're going to be on Facebook and YouTube, and we're going to make some commercials for TV. If you want to watch it behind the scenes, feel free to continue tuning us in there. Caller, are you there?
Yes.
I need you to turn your volume down on whatever you're listening on, please.
I'm on TV.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
I just turned it down.
Okay, thank you. Are you after the $10 cash or gift cards to Vanderwins?
The gift card to Vanderwins would be great.
All right, and what's your name?
It's Rob.
Are you spelling that R-O-B?
Yes.
All right, and how many do you need, 2 or 4?
2 would be great for my kids.
All right, well then we're going to give you 2. Is that okay?
Yeah, that would be awesome.
All right, and did I ask you how you're seeing the show? I might have already asked that. I did. Never mind.
I'm on TV.
All right, and you're on TV. Okay, good. All right, well, good. All right, well, anything else on your mind?
No. Just look forward to getting the gift cards, and I've driven by Vanderwood many times, and
All
my
right.
kids have been there with their grandmother, and I'd like to take them one time.
Excellent. And where are you? Whereabouts are you?
I'm in Long Neck, Delaware right now.
Okay, well, good. Well, Rob, thank you very much. And I'm going to set 3 aside for you. That way you'll have one too.
Okay, sounds great.
Okay, Rob, have a good weekend.
All right, thank you.
See ya. Bye. Bye-bye. I was more generous with the gift cards than I was with the $10 cash. But anyway, I'm just saying. I want to say thanks a lot. I think we're about out of time, so we're going to wind down the show. Can we take that real quick? We got to be real quick. Caller, are you there?
I think we're about out. Yes.
Turn your volume down, please.
Yep, it's down.
And who am I talking to?
This is Tim Gadd from Houston, Delaware.
Did you say Tim?
Yes, Tim.
Tim?
Yes, sir.
All right. Are you after gift cards to Vanderwins or $10 cash?
Well, I have never been to Vanderwind and would love to go.
How many people?
Me, 2 sons, my wife, and a daughter. There's 5 of us, but whatever you could do would be great.
How about we do 5?
Wow, that would be awesome.
We want you to be happy and get your money's worth out of this show. How's that?
That would be great. This is young Weller, older Weller?
Oh, I'm the old guy. I'm the bald one. I'm the bald one.
The older one.
Yep, the older one. So I got you covered, Tim, and I'm going to let you go, okay? Pick them up at Weller's in Bridgeville Tuesday through Saturday, all right?
Okay, thank you.
See you. Have a good weekend. Hey, we're done with the show on the radio. Everybody switch over to Facebook right now. We're going to make some TV commercials. God bless you. Goodbye. Wow, that snuck up on me, everybody. So that snuck up on me. That was pretty good, though. We were giving away the gift cards today. So anyway, thank you, everybody. And we're still on TV, Delmarva. We got about 5 seconds left. So thank you, everybody. Tell your friends about this TV station and let's make it grow. All right, now, for those watching on Facebook, we are still here. We are still with you. And we're going to do these TV commercials. So we're probably going to need, when she gets done, she's doing the phones, and then we're going to need a timer for about, how long, Colin? 28 seconds, or do you want them 30?
Well, 30 seconds.
30 seconds. Okay, so when she gets done, I'm going to have her make me a timer for 30 seconds. You adjust my camera. I'll get my pulse rate just right. Say, hey, everybody, Jim Weller here. And come join us. Come watch the show Saturday mornings, 7 to 9, right there at Laurel Junction in Laurel, Delaware. We are there. Walk inside and listen for my voice. Every Saturday morning live, Weller does Delmarva. Oh, we had a 30. I didn't know if it went below a minute or not. So very good, very good, very good. So I'm going to take a practice one. Move the totes, yes, because they'll think I'm using them for promotional purposes. I'll get in trouble. Nothing with a name brand on it. All right, so that's pretty good. What do you think? Is my hair straight? That one there. All right, so this, folks, for the folks that switched over, thank you. Thank you, everybody. This is what it's like making a TV commercial. Should I move this, do you think? Or? No, you can leave it. Okay, all right. I'll flop that down. I don't need the iPad at all. So anyway, so we're going to make a TV commercial. And this is to promote the show at Laurel Junction in Laurel, Delaware. And the show's called Weller Does Delmarva. And we're going to encourage people to come down to Laurel Junction. We may give away some gifts there because we'll be there in person. So I'm going to say I'm about ready if you guys are ready, and we'll see if we can do this. So whenever you start it, I'll start it. So anyway, ready, set. Hey, everybody, Jim Weller here, and I'd like to invite you to check out my weekly show, Weller Does Delmarva, right here on TV Delmarva or on Delaware 105.9 or live in person at Laurel Junction in Laurel, Delaware. We do it every Saturday morning from 7 to 9 a.m., and you are invited. We have different guests. We have contests. We have giveaways. We never know what we're going to do. It's made from scratch. Saturday morning, 7 to 9, Weller Does Delmarva at Laurel Junction, Laurel, Delaware. See ya there. Goodbye. All right, so that was one. You want to play it, or what do you want me to do? I didn't. Oh, I didn't.
You did say TV Delmarva.
Okay.
You might have said 105.9 too. Don't worry about saying 105.9.
Okay. Good point. Okay. All right. Well, that was A good point. See, I'm taking instruction here.
You can say TV Delmarva Channel 14.
Channel 14. Okay, that'll be good. All right. Okay, are you ready again? All right, we're going to do it again, folks. Okay, TV Delmarva, live on location, Laurel Junction, Laurel, Delaware. Tracy's doing a great job over there.
All right, we're rolling.
Okay, whenever. Okay. Hey everybody, Jim Weller here, and you are invited to check out my weekly show every Saturday morning from 7 to 9, and it's called Weller Does Delmarva, and it's free to view right there on TV Delmarva Channel 14 over the air, or on your Roku device or your Amazon Fire Stick, or come join us live in person on location in Laurel, Delaware at Laurel Junction, okay? You could come and watch the show, maybe get a bite to eat, and hang out with us. So Saturday mornings, Weller Does Delmarva, 7 to 9. All right, so that is an example of how in the world we make a commercial, okay? We are a bunch of unpaid unprofessionals. No, we're having a good time. Do you want me to do another one or two, or do you? One more, okay. Pretty good. Hey, did you want me to mention Roku and Fire Stick or not? Do I call it Fire Stick, or what do I call it? Okay, Fire Stick, okay. All right, we're ready whenever you are. Okay, hold on. Okay, ready? Yep. Okay. Hey, everybody, Jim Weller here, and you are invited. This is your official invitation to check out my weekly show Saturday mornings, 7 to 9, right here on TV Delmarva Channel 14, also on your Roku device or your Amazon Fire Stick. Also, you can join us live on location as we broadcast from the Laurel Junction. We're right inside. Go right in the front door, listen for my voice, and we are right there in the restaurant area from 7 to 9 at Laurel Junction every Saturday. Oh, I ran way out of time. Sorry about that. I did. Okay, let me just take one quick drink of water. Yes, sir. No problem. All right. It was just a greeting. So anyway, all right, we're doing another one. Okay. Yep, go ahead. Hey there, folks. Jim Weller here, and you are invited. This is your official invitation to check out my show, Weller Does Delmarva, Saturday mornings, every Saturday morning from 7 to 9, right here on Channel 14 TV Delmarva, also on your Amazon Fire Stick or your Roku. Plus, you can join us live on location in Laurel at Laurel Junction. We are broadcasting live. Come and see us. Check us out, Weller Does Delmarva, live in Laurel at Laurel Junction, Saturday mornings, 7 to 9. We'll see you. That one was good. Yeah, I might okay. Okay. All right. Anyway, we should do a blooper reel. Jack, I appreciate you hanging out with us a little bit more. So are we done, everybody?
I think that's it.
Okay, so we're going to say goodbye. If you would like me to produce TV commercials for you, just let me know, and we'll get you plenty of TV ads. In fact, we have a special right now. You can buy all the TV ads you want. There's no limit. Okay, you know how everything else is 6 feet apart and you got to wear a mask and all that. There is no, one per customer. There are no COVID restrictions on how many TV commercials you can buy. So just want you to know that. Call Colin, 242-8015, 242-8015. I got to go. See y'all. God bless you. Thank you. Good. Have a good weekend. Goodbye.